the Peace Tower on Parliament Hill. It's going to be anything but peaceful this week here in Ottawa with the Tim Hortons Brier. Welcome to our nation's capital, where we are about to witness something very special in the world of curling. A two-time champion. The 2013 champion and 14 Olympic gold medal winner. A four-time champion. And the defending champions. And they've all gathered here in Ottawa, part of an extraordinary class of men, all aiming for just one thing. Many believe these are the most talented, accomplished group of curlers to ever assemble for a national championship. So let the battle begin. The 2016 Tim Hortons Brier is next. This is the 87th edition of the Canadian Men's Curling Championship and the fourth time that it's being held here in Ottawa. There you see the 15 teams who are here at TD Place, all competing for what they hope will be as they look up to see their name on the championship banner. As on this Saturday, we say hello Canada, welcome to Ottawa on opening day coverage of the Tim Hortons Brier. You saw all the 15 teams gathered here, but only 11 have been guaranteed spots in the field of 12. We once again had the pre-qualifying tournament, and after their mini round robin, it's come down now to a game between the Territories and Nova Scotia. It will be the Battle of the Jamies, Gushue against Murphy Yellowknife against Halifax. Once again, you'll have your opportunity to watch multiple game coverage. If you'd like to see Newfoundland Labrador, Brad Gushue against Mike McEwen, first time here, the Brier, TSN 1 and 3. Or join Brian and David Netowin on TSN 4 for Ontario and Alberta. It's going to be a wonderful week here in Ottawa. He is one of the reasons why many think this is the best field ever. First Brier for Mike McEwen, also the return of Glenn Howard as Ontario champions as we welcome you back inside TD Place. Cheryl Russ alongside. Really excited about this week. Let's take a look at the field. We'll start out in the West and headline it with Team Canada.
Well, Team Canada had a really slow start of the season, but that's exactly what they did last year, and we know how that ended up. They're primed for this week only. They'll be ready. There's no question about it. But Kevin Koe, he's already ready, Vic. He's won the last two events, the Perth Masters and the prestigious Canada Cup. Look out for him.
And Koe decided last year wasn't good enough for him, and they worked all summer to improve, and it could pay off this week.
To the middle of the country now, and we have three former champions as well as that rookie McEwen.
No, well, McEwen just doesn't want to be at his first Brier. He wants to win his first Brier. I think one of the keys will be rely on two-time Brier champion John Meade to help you out there. And then you've also got Jacobs, who admittedly said the season wasn't what they wanted, but they just came off a skins win, and they know how to win big games.
Well, it's that Mike McEwen for me, Cheryl. He's replaced that monkey on his back with a buffalo on his back. Look out.
To the Maritimes now. We only have three teams there, of course. It's headed by Brad Gushue.
Gushue, you have to really applaud Brad Gushue. He went out and fixed his brushing before everybody else did. He's played more than everybody else. He's had the best year he's ever had. Vic, he really is due.
So the final spot comes down to the Territories and Nova Scotia. But when we come back, there they are. They battled in junior. They're going to battle here at the Brier.
It's exciting to be back. An incredible field. It's going to be a great competition all week, and it's going to be interesting. We get off to a pretty easy start with Mike. He's been the best team in the world the last couple of years, and the good thing about it is, you know, they're rookies at the Brier, so maybe there might be some butterflies, and we've been here a few times, so I don't think we'll be as nervous as what they will be to start.
I don't know what it's going to feel like yet. You know, there's excitement, there's a touch of relief that we're finally here. The feeling of our team is a very light, kind of airy experience. I feel like we're in a really good place to perform.
The 2016 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada. The 2016 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for more than 20 years. By World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. And by Scotties Sponge Towels Purex and Cashmere, proud to support the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
We've been looking forward to this Tim Hortons Brier ever since that final qualification provincial final some 3 weeks ago here at TD Place. Here are all the games on the ice. We are on sheet A. That final spot in the field of 12 will be decided between the territories of Nova Scotia. On sheet C, it's the defending champion. It's against the former champion 2006, Jean-Michel Menard, and Ontario will open against Alberta. There you see the buys that belong to those teams as Manitoba plays Brad Gushue, Newfoundland Labrador. Time to meet the teams now, brought to you by Home Hardware. Homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice.
Hi, I'm Brad Gushue, skip of Team Newfoundland Labrador. Our lead is Jeff Walker. Our second is Brett Gallant. Our third is Mark Nichols. And we play out of the Valley Haley Golf and Curling Club in St. John's.
Hi, I'm Mike McEwen, skip of Team Manitoba. Our lead is Denny Neufeld. Our second, Matt Wozniak. Our third, BJ Neufeld. And we curl out of the Fort Rouge Curling Club in Winnipeg, Manitoba.
And a good start for the rookie skip in Mike McEwen as he wins the draw to the button. So he will have the last rock. He'll have the hammer here in end number 1, playing the Yellowstones, Newfoundland and Labrador, the red. And to get us underway, their lead is Jeff Walker.
I think it's there.
And that could be a big key, Russ, for having the hammer for Mike McEwen, just to get settled in, decide when they're comfortable.
Yeah, it's so different for Mike, isn't it? Like, he was the best team in the world last year. He had a great year this year, but he's played Gushue 100 times. But this is just so off the wall different, and he knocked it right on the pin on that draw, and that has to help him going forward.
He can't, however, think that's somewhat emotional for him to finally be here.
Line's good, room.
Having all those disappointments in Manitoba and finally breaking through this year. Denny Neufeld throwing the lead stones, trying to wrap around that center guard.
Good. Okay.
So let's take a look at the keys to the game. We'll start with Newfoundland and Labrador.
We see what Brad Gushue's done already. Threw up that guard right off the bat. Not too many teams do that game number 1, but Brad knows a quick start here. If he can figure out the ice and force McEwen to get off his game early, because Mike has to be uncomfortable. There's just no question about it. So go at him as quick as you can.
Go ahead. Back 4.
Don't need it for line.
It's okay.
Whoa.
Top 4.
Whoa, room. Okay, line's getting better. You got room.
All there. T.
Okay, get close,
No,
Brett.
no, back.
Whoa, Brett. Whoa, Brett.
Back button.
So a little hot out of
Back 4.
Whoa, let it stop.
Jeff's
Let it stop.
hand.
Let it stop.
And it'll slide that little bit much too deep. Let's take a look at the keys for Manitoba.
Well, it's hard to believe that this is the first time they are at a Brier, and one of the biggest things is control the emotions and draw from all those tour and provincial experiences you've had, and also narrow the focus. There's so much out here to draw your attention away from your sheet. You really have to take your time to focus on everything you're doing.
Keys to the game are brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. That first stone by Denny Neufeld.
Like to wait.
You think he just came up a little light?
Like good.
Oh yeah, see, he just underthrew it a hair. They haven't played too much down that tight, but I also think you protect. I think he's smart enough to know we're going to be jacked up here. We're going to be, adrenaline could drag that a little farther. I think he just oversteered that a little bit.
And this, Cheryl, to my mind, is what we're going to see a lot this week. There is Jeff Walker coming that little bit deep and immediately punished by somebody right on top.
Exactly. It's kind of similar to the Scotties. You get one little opportunity and you better capitalize on it because you won't get that many all week.
We talked about it yesterday when the teams are this good, this equal. And we're not talking about this just sheet. We're talking about the whole event. That unforced error could be huge.
Hard, you gotta go, hard for line.
Yeah, trying to hold the line for them. And it'll overcurl just a little bit. Well, it's the type of field, you know, when we were sitting in our production meeting and saying, well, who's the favorite? Well, funny, Team Canada didn't come up. Defending champions. Glenn Howard, Ontario. 4-time champion. Name was barely mentioned. That's the strength of this field.
That's incredible. You look down the list, Cheryl, I've got, if you look at the money list, Pat Simmons in this field would be ranked 8th in how he's done this year preparing for this. He's only the 2-time defending champion. That's a pretty good field.
Amazing field.
Whoa. Getting better. Back 8. Hard. Whoa. T. Hard. Go. Whoa. Rub the top. Okay.
Just a little bit of separation now as they rub and bounce off.
It's bad now. Okay.
So here you see the teams that are the past champions, and look who is here. Simmons, Cooey, Jacobs, Howard. Then Cooey again, that was his very first. He won as a rookie in 2010. Will another rookie team win it this year? Many people think that Manitoba and Mike McEwen have as good a chance as any.
See line.
Think it's
Wait on wait. T. Line's good.
Line's real nice, Mark.
Good weight.
Looks a little hot.
Don't need it.
Looks hot.
Just
Little bump. Just a little bump.
Bump it at 4 inches.
Yep.
Whoa. Right to it now. Stay with it, Mark. Right to it now. Yep. Whoa. Oh, boy. Good shot.
Really nice to have Kathy Gushue back with us. Kathy, good afternoon.
Hey, Vic. Unlike most rookie teams, what Mike McEwen has on their side is they're very comfortable with arena ice and very comfortable with the teams that they're going to play this week. So Jonathan Meade has tried to diffuse a lot of the media attention, try to not overwhelm Mike, and he's done that by deferring some of those to the other members of the team. The other thing that they've tried to do is draw comfort from routine. So before they went to the provincials, they worked with their sports psychologist, Kyle Paquette. They did the same thing and talked about the same things leading here. They met with Adrian Hornish. That is their fitness trainer. They did the same kind of physical prep before the provincials, and they structured their practices to replicate what they did to go undefeated. So it's a new area for them, but they're going for the comfort of the routine that they know and that they've won with.
Go.
BJ Neufeld.
Whoa. This is really bad. Okay.
One lonely yellow surrounded by red. Manitoba with last round. John Meade. He's their coach, their 5th, their manager, 2-time Brier champion with Jeff Stoughton, won a world championship. So what they did, just to add to Kathy, he brought in a personal trainer for them. They're eating better. She mentioned the psychologist. They have a better practice regimen, something they didn't do before. And maybe most importantly, Mike McEwen, Cheryl said, John has made them all accountable for what they do on the ice and as a team member.
Yeah, that's easy to say you're going to do all these things, but have somebody really making sure that you're following through. And it's all those little things. They don't sound massive, but that's what makes these championship teams.
Top 4.
Top button. Whoa, let it curl.
T.
Yes. Line's good.
Top 4.
Mark Nichols, as we play third stones here in the first.
Maybe not.
Bump it a foot. Okay, pretty good.
You know, it's one of the things that I heard numerous times yesterday and just walking around during practice. Coaches saying, players saying, Russ, it's going to be a team that, yes, plays the best, ultimately wins it all, but it's also going to be the team
You like making the run with the yellow?
that doesn't come unhinged, because some of these teams are going to lose more than they've ever lost before. And if they can keep their mental focus, don't start pointing fingers and backbiting, that's going to be something.
Oh, no question. That's really well said, because it's not that guy that comes out on top of the heap at the end of the week in the round robin. It's just surviving. And 6 and 5, I think, has got a really good possibility of getting in there. We're calling that a little early, but there's just so many teams that are used to winning, Cheryl. You know, the Couys, the Gushues, the Howards, all of them really. Simmons, if they happen to start 1 and 3, which is mathematically is going to happen to somebody, can you recover quickly?
BJ Neufeld going to run this yellow back into the pile?
They are. Run back straight back into the pile, try and get some rocks moving. The angles aren't setting up that good for them.
Manitoba in some trouble here in the first. With last rock, Wozniak run it back, bang, bang. Oh, and he'll kill his own. But the shot rock is gone. Their stone, though, however, is now top edge of the 4.
No.
And you see a double left on the left-hand side of the sheet.
Yeah, maybe even a triple, Cheryl. That worked out nicely. Look at that red. Will it queue up and get the 3rd red? I think it might.
Yeah, it looks really close.
Real good. That'll go. Yeah.
He sees it. BJ Neufeld sees it.
Yeah, well, back 4. You were back button, I would say. Try and get to the inside here. Right now, that's a pretty easy triple.
And he sees it too, Brad Gushue.
Is that a couple more feet?
Yep. Yeah, I think back 4, back 8.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Where are we trying to get it? Like half a rock?
Half a rock.
So basically with this, just trying to rearrange the angles with this kind of weight so that triple isn't there.
And even though they're worried about the triple, they are sitting 3, drawing for a 4th, so they're in still pretty good shape here with Mark's out-turn tap.
Back 12.
Whoa.
The spot's worn out pretty good. It's got to be getting a little bit straighter and a little bit quicker.
Remember, Mark spent some time in Manitoba, playing with Jeff Stoughton, having played against Mike McEwen as part of that team. Looking for that inside roll. And to the inside he gets. They are sitting. Newfoundland Labrador sitting 2, back edge of the button, without last rock.
Pretty good.
Probably the best shot again.
Yeah.
Where you just make this roll right here.
Yeah, they talked about the run yellow again, but
The
I
run,
like this.
you'd be trying to hit it right here.
Coming in off the red.
Looks easier.
What do you like? Side or the roll?
I think I like that.
Yeah?
You guys like that? Yeah. I don't mind the roll being.
Okay.
Probably guarantee a score if we make it.
Nice shot by Mark there. He chokes off that out-turn draw, and he's got 2 at the back that even if you raise the one that Mark threw, it's going to jam.
They looked at the run back of the yellow, now looking for the hit and inside roll. They think this would probably guarantee them a point here in the first.
It's good. Good hack.
They definitely need the roll here. Like I said, this should be getting straighter here. They got to be careful.
A little heavy. Matt. Hard Matt.
Matt Wozniak. Again.
Yes,
directional
Matt.
brushing.
Go.
Again, Matt.
Yeah, Matt. Go,
Inside
go.
roll to the pin. Take it over. A little more. Yo, they got enough. For the moment, they got enough.
I could throw beach. Sorry, Beach.
Great shot, but not the final resting point they wanted.
Sorry, Beach. Back line?
I think so.
Okay.
You know, they let off on that brushing, Cheryl, just a little bit with Matt Wozniak. And we've seen other events, Scotties, if you do hesitate, sometimes that can be enough.
Yeah, well, we've watched it this year, especially with the overcurl, where teams are jumping on a stone early to get it to curl, and then it's overcurling and wrecking on the guard, and they can't get it back. So just trying to be careful, I think, in this spot. Getting used to the ice. This will be a different ice surface for sweeping, and you're starting to get used to how and when you can go.
Could tighten up with the sharp one on the inside.
You see the very low stand
I like it.
beside sheet A. That's underneath the grandstand of TD Stadium, where the Rough Riders play and the Ottawa Fury play their soccer. The other side is the higher of the two sides. 10,000 people to be squeezed and shoehorned in here.
Hard, Jeff! Hard, Jeff! Gotta go! Hard, Jeff!
Oh, very nice to move it back, as I got caught in the top time warp. It's the Red Blacks, of course. My apologies.
Well, this is why BJ wasn't happy with his shot, because it left this perfect weight to get enough finish.
A little heavy on you.
Boy, it's going to be awfully tough for Manitoba to score here now.
Hope he stuffs something into this one.
Yeah, that's risky though. You miss that, you're dead.
Yeah. I like this. This is the first one.
I think that's the shot.
Try and maybe get this to get over here, maybe, so that you got this for something.
I think the out turn. We know it. It's straight.
Sure. Looking to hit probably about a quarter.
Yeah.
At this point, they've got the run, and on the left-hand side, that 12-foot yellow stone of theirs, they probably got the in off on that.
About a quarter.
Russ, did you ever have to guard against calling the game differently when you got here to the Brier than you did in tour play or at provincial play?
Oh, no question. And it all depends on how your team's feeling, how practice went. Are you satisfied with the rocks, the draw weight, all the different paths to the button, and then who you're playing. Like, you know, Gushue's team's made a lot of shots here, and Mike, they got really aggressive. Haven't missed a shot, but a couple didn't roll right where they wanted them. He's in trouble here.
Whoa! Whoa! Get not! Not!
Of course, they lost that Canada Cup final to Kevin Cooey. Oh, he's going to still leave shot stone and second shot Newfoundland Labrador, but those two yellows sitting up top edge of the four. They're dangerous now to Brad Gushue.
Pretty nice. It gives Mike some options on his last with a couple ways in.
Right there, I don't think he can score two.
I like that, yeah. I agree with you.
I guess the option's short, but then he's got the run for 5.
Make it in there. Let's make it in there.
I guess the option's there, but again.
No, like to be a piece of the 8, I think.
What?
Like to be a piece of the 8.
I'd like to get it right in the pocket. Yeah.
Two shots for Mike McEwen's last one, that easy out turn that I just drew there, but he's also got this, the tougher one, and if he ever made it by chipping enough of this red to get that red, it might be for a bundle. Both tough shots. Gushue's going to try to put one right on the center line, take them both away, Cheryl.
He is, even to freeze down in the pocket if he could get to it. Makes it tough for Mike to score. Deuce.
Flat. Yeah. We need the line here too, guys. Okay. Yeah.
Gushue trying to take away what he thinks could be a chance at 5 for McEwen.
Top 12.
Line's good.
No, it's
We're
good.
there. Top 4.
Gallant and Walker wanted to snuggle it up right in between those two yellow stones. Top edge of the
Right to the yellow.
oh, right to the yellow.
It's good.
Jeff's in. Right to the yellows. Get it in the pocket there, guys. Hard.
Right into the pocket.
Get in there, Jeff.
Right into the pocket. Right into the mitt. Very nice.
I wanted to sweep it, but I didn't want to tap it. I think it's good enough. Yeah.
That's probably my easiest shot. I don't think this is there.
Yeah, that's.
No, and it could end up really bad. I think this is a shot. Throw it with like hack.
You throw more. You can't miss it. You can't hit it.
Throw a
too
bumper.
thin.
Let's throw a bumper. Like that? Or are you thinking more?
I don't mind bumper.
But look at that. He has to hit what he can see of that yellow, and he cannot see much. It's a thick 2 inches, maybe.
No, just a sliver.
You tick the guards to steal it, too. You miss it wide, it's a steal it, too.
Think control with that weight, with that ice.
It's a huge shot.
Bump.
Bumper. Bumper hit what we see.
I think that's close.
Hit what you can see.
I like the weight call. Bumper, a little bit more controllable. They know it won't do a lot on arena ice. Not a lot of movement with that kind of weight.
That all too familiar throwing.
Good bump.
Brush.
Yep.
Broom. All taped up from the wars. Facing 2. Needs to just touch it over.
Hard, Matt.
Wozniak.
Hard, Matt. Hard, Matt. Hard,
Just
Matt.
touch it up.
Hard, Matt.
Touch it up.
Attaboy.
Hey, welcome to the Brier, Mike McEwen. And that's the kind of week we expect here in Ottawa. This kind of shot making. Wonderful teams from across the country. McEwen will get on the board. Take a deep sigh of relief. "44 curlers started the week with a chance to drive away in an all-new 2016 EcoBoost Ford Edge Sport in the annual Ford Hot Shots competition. That number cut down to just 2. The final, Manitoba's Denny Neufeld against Newfoundland Labrador's Brad Gushue. And Gushue had a battle on his hands, but came up big when it counted most, including a big 5 on the hit and roll. The skip would come out on top. Brad Gushue wins the Ford Hot Shots and a 2-year lease on a 2016 Ford Edge Sport. Well, let's drop in with our first update, Kathy. This is the pre-qualifier. One of these teams will get that 12th and final spot in the field of 12.
And really opportunities this entire end for Jamie Cooey and his team for the deuce. And this is the draw to the paint for that 2.
And there it is, the 2 to put Cooey out of Yellowknife up after they blanked the first against Jamie Murphy from the Mayflower in Halifax. On this opening day, our coverage of the Tim Hortons Brier, and that game right next door to ours, where Manitoba and Mike McEwen out of the Fort Rouge Curling Club in Winnipeg made a lovely angled tap to the pin for their single, and so it will be Brad Gushue, Newfoundland Labrador, the Ballyhaley Country Club in St. John's, and we'll have the last rock. They have the Hammer playing the Redstones here in 2.
D-line.
Go ahead, Mark.
Come on, Mark. Free tool stuff. Here you go.
Okay, good shot.
Yeah.
The defending champions, Pat Simmons against Quebec, Jean-Michel Menard. They blanked the first. The Hammer belongs to Team Canada. And Alberta with last rock scored 1. Kevin Cooey up early lead on Glenn Howard, who makes his 16th Brier appearance. The 4-time Canadian and world champion.
Shot, Matt. Throw. Real good throw. Way to hit and roll for a guard.
Ran it back, hit it, which was the main thing, but got caught on the corner there, and that could come into play.
I think I'll be.
Yeah, you want to be. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That was one of the most entertaining first ends of a first draw at a Canadian Championship you'll ever see. Neither team's afraid of the moment, which bodes well for Manitoba. Obviously, Brad's been here 1,000 times, but Gucci did get what he wanted, a force.
It really is hard to believe that it's his first time at a Brier. We see them so often at so many events. Oh.
And we'll back it up. Gets away with that corner jam. And so now they've exchanged stones. Brett Gallant throwing the second stones.
Getting 15.5 to top 4. So sliding pretty with not a lot of sweeping. So great speed, good ice surface.
I think we're really close.
Now we're going to keep our eye on the weather all this week here in Ottawa. It's around -3 today, bright, sunny, but it is supposed to get milder throughout the week. Middle of the week, they're talking 10 degrees, 11 degrees Thursday. Some rain is in the forecast, which will make a good deal of the snow disappear, but more importantly, will bring humidity into a building which does not have dehumidifiers. So that will have the ice makers a little concerned.
Well, and I think it'll be interesting because it'll be the first time, if we see any frost, that we don't have any hair brooms to deal with it out on the ice.
If you are joining us for the first time, Cheryl raises the point that earlier in the year we had some of the synthetics where there was a moratorium on them because they thought they were doing too much damage to the ice. Then they discovered that some of the coarser hair brushes were equally as bad. So hair brushes, except for throwing, have been again banned from this, and the Canadian Curling Canada, along with the World Federation, will do some investigating and come up with a new set of rules. But it's all synthetics now for this event.
Well, there's a shot you just saw with Brett Calant that I think with the hair you could have been a little bit wide and they could have brought, directionally swept it over. They couldn't quite get it with the synthetic brooms. This might be an adjustment still for these teams.
Room. Danny's tight.
Slide's pretty good.
Top 8.
Slide's good. Room. Slide's good. Still a bit of room. Line's pretty good, though. Line's good.
BJ Neufeld, third stones.
Go. Yep. Keep going,
Hard, Danny, go.
Finish it.
Go, Danny.
Finish it.
Good sweep, guys. Good job, Beach.
To sit 2 without.
The call for top 8, that's right where it was. It took a while to curl, but we talked about the directional sweeping, how you can really get them to carve on the curl side on that last 3 or 4 feet quite a bit.
Especially with the draw weight, you see it so much more with the down weight, the draws.
Whoa. Close. Yep. Yeah. Hard. Hard, Brett. Hard.
1, 2. Lovely. Bam Bam comes through early. Mark Nichols. And how important this aspect of the game is as we take our first look at Team Canada Quebec after the blank and first, Kathy.
2 really good shots by John Morris, 2 come-arounds, leaving them perfectly buried. That forced Jean-Michel to clear open the front on his first and play a bumper weight on his second. Only could get to one of those Team Canada red stones, and so that is now an opportunity for Pat. Needs 4 foot. Even a full 8-foot shot will do for the 2.
Remember now, as defending champions, they have not played a lot. Their last event was some 40-odd days ago at the Ed Wernick Classic in Tempe, Arizona, after the Continental Cup in Las Vegas. But they have been working with Earl Morris. Morris going to Edmonton to work with the front end and then off to Regina to work with Pat Simmons.
That would have been here.
And there is the 2. And there you go. Just that quickness of the ice. You heard John Morris saying, had we not tapped there, we would have been back 8.
Always the teacher, always the information.
Whoa. Jeff. Hard.
What do you think? You try to roll. He rolls under, and we have to draw around it. Maybe it's not the end of the world.
Probably the roll is the right. Wow. Makes it a longer roll for him if we just nose.
I think you try the roll.
Let's try it. Think it control? I guess we know this. Oh, it's good.
It's not often that we pick a key shot in the first end, but I'm thinking that for Mike McEwen to settle the nerves, to make something that counts, this is in fact a key shot.
Absolutely. As much as it is to get his 1 point, it is more about the confidence that it brings to make a shot like this. The sweepers judge it and the great weight he threw.
Hard mat.
Tap up, sit there, cover the pin for 1. The key shot is brought to you by Scotty's, the tissue for any issue.
Good bump.
Yep. Whoa.
Mike trying to play the hit and roll in behind the red guard that's just off center.
Hard, Matt. You gotta go, Matt. You gotta go hard. Okay, good throw. Go straight.
Okay. Wow, that was straight.
Shooter stops.
Yeah. I wasn't
Back
heavy.
12 foot.
No.
You're light, if anything.
Same thing I threw?
Yeah. Might be a little fresh here, though.
Brad wants to hang around here, otherwise Mike's going to force him by going around that red guard. I thought Brad might do it himself, try to get that deuce the old-fashioned way with the skipper's rocks.
Maybe a shade high, but I thought it was a little down on maybe weight, like a solid bump. Okay, that's not bad.
Regular board? You can throw an extra couple feet, it wouldn't hurt.
Mike's a little surprised with the lack of curl, just with that down weight. He didn't overthrow his shot.
Draws, I agree.
You like tighten it up? Or? No, I don't think so. It's back there a bit, right?
That's a little worried this could grab, but like you say, nothing's been snapping.
A little solid right now.
Fresh pebble out here.
Yep. Hard. 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 Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Clean.
Good.
first look at Alberta and Ontario, Kathy, after Alberta opened with a single in the first. Final shown for Glenn Howard's 16th Brier appearance out of the St. George's Golf and Country Club, Toronto.
Well, he got caught on that really quick ice on his first one, had a chance to lie two, but slid deep, and Kevin Cooey made a lovely in-off from the wings to lie two. That's what he faces, but he does have backing. Needs the 4.
And there you see on the left, that's Adam Spencer along with Scott Howard. Spencer coming on to play in the provincials for this team after Wayne Madaw seriously broke his leg in a skiing accident just prior to the provincials. And Spencer has done a great job as they went on to win the Ontario with a win over John Epping. And we saw Epping as coaching
pretty close.
at the Scotties. It was a funny line here at the airport. John said,
I've been doing a lot of
that's my luck. I get to a Scotties before I get to a Brier.
That's a good line.
Well, he's another Mike McEwen story at some point in time. You know, the coin will flip heads. He'll make it because they've been that close. They're a great team. They're working hard at it, too.
Absolutely, and you can see every year they just get better and better.
Whoa. Wait. Yep. Wait. Clean. Clean.
Final stone. And a blank will go on the board here in the second. So Manitoba continues to lead. Newfoundland, Labrador will have last rock when we come back. Oh, there's a familiar face, busy. Blake McDonald, who is part of Kevin Cooey's team in 2010. They won the Canadian Championship, went on to win the World Championship in Cortina, and is here with his business called Orange Theory Fitness. They're a sponsor of the event, and he's now working with several of the teams in their physical preparation, so it's nice to see you. Thank you very much, Blake. And, of course, that was a rookie team, of course. Pat Simmons. Cooey winning in 2010 was a rookie team, and many people think a good rookie team here this year that could have an opportunity to win it would, in fact, be Manitoba and Mike McEwen. We get one in the first, we blank the second. As we're underway, we welcome you back here in the third. Newfoundland Labrador with last rock, playing the Redstones.
Manitoba through the center, and Newfoundland wrapped right around top 4.
Hair of a different path, guys. Hair of a different path. Weight's really good. It's got a curl. Pass the curl. Line's good. Copy. Line's good. Heart. Oh. Nice sweep, guys. Great seat, boys.
Beautiful shot, kept the line. It's all about the line with these top teams now, because those run backs, a short run back like you'll see coming up here eventually, they're getting to be so routine, so you want to cue that frozen rock dead on, so when you hammer something in, your rock stays.
Whoa, whoa. Top button.
Whoa. Whoa.
Back 4. No.
Yep. Yep. Brett. Go.
Jeff Walker in his 5th Brier.
Gonna pass it. Go.
Formerly of Alberta, of course.
Hard.
Beaver Lodge, to be exact.
Go.
Won a Canadian Junior World Championship with Charlie Thomas.
That was probably a little bit weight on Jeff's and a little bit getting caught on not getting the curl that they are anticipating.
It's a high side.
They tried to save it by getting around everything, but still over curled. And a couple choices for Mike. He could play that run back now, or just snuggle one right in there, and it'd be difficult for Gushue to remove it.
Just line right now, Mike. Line's good. T.
Matt backed one up here in the first end, first shot of the week, but it didn't curl for him. Got them in a bit of troubles. Same shot here.
Where? We're there. Hard. Whoa. Just line.
We need a feather rub. Just a feather.
Okay. Good. Great weight, Matt.
The Neufeld brothers, of course. Dad Chris.
I think that's better.
Former Canadian champion with Vic Peters.
Yeah.
just no sign of nerves with this team.
No kidding.
You wonder if, you know, they got into a Brier earlier and they hadn't had all the experiences they'd had, you know, what the result would be when you get to your first Brier, but they look completely comfortable.
Hard! Hard work! Hard! 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 Come on.
Shoot. Just. No. Can you hit roll in two, probably?
Scored this.
Not what they wanted there.
Can, but if you ever, I think you gotta let. I think you gotta give that to him.
Let him do that.
Matty, speed's good here. He gave it a little bit.
Line's
Real
good.
tight. Just line.
Off then.
Line's
Line's
good.
fine. Split center's good.
Just bite center at most.
A little heavy.
Clean?
It's not in though.
You can
Clean?
clean.
Just bite
Real
center.
tight.
Line's good.
Just has, doesn't need the curl. Just needs to sit.
Shot, Matty, attaboy.
I guess he can't. We're in the 4-foot.
Update now on this pre-qualifier, the territories of Nova Scotia. I thought I'd have to wait a little bit longer, but what a mess.
You just couldn't
Kathy?
laugh. Jamie Murphy made a lovely tap on his first stone. That's the one that's biting the button, the yellow stone. And the shot stone, that red one, was just drawn there by Jamie Cooey. So this is the run back for the attempted two.
Out of the Mayflower in Halifax. Boy, they got to squeak that center guard. Angle it back. Oh, he'll move him enough. It'll be for the one. Great shot.
Almost for his deuce on that one.
You hit that for now or no? You go at it right now.
I can definitely stick it to light too over him for sure.
Nice setup here for Manitoba with that yellow right underneath cover. If they can tap this top rock out, the shot rock, and stay somewhere.
Same weight through left. And
Even if their third shot, just stay in the paint. This is what we noticed with this team
Wait's
last
good.
year. They were the very best team on the face of the earth with this type of soft shot. Now, all the teams are good at it. You know, have all been good at it, but I thought they were a little better than everybody else last year.
I agree, and even brought it to the table sooner than I think a lot of teams. They worked on it a lot earlier.
Red rock just goes, doesn't even get to the hack. You utilize your brushers, you just have a way better chance of hanging around.
Even this is pretty good.
He was confident about it. He said, I can stick it for two.
Yep. Hard. Hard, Brett. Hard, Brett. Whoa. Whoa. Oh.
Coming up, coming up, coming up. Oh, just the exchange of stones. He'll leave the shooter sitting center line.
Not to pick on Mark, but he missed one shot. I can only remember one shot at the Skins game. He was brilliant, absolutely brilliant, as he has been all week, or they wouldn't have won all year, I should say. We wouldn't have won the money they've won, but that was the shot he missed. He came up really tight on an out-turn peel, and he wrecked all over the guard, and it cost them in the final end. So to keep an eye on that shot as the week goes along.
He's going to try to make the roll. He makes it perfect. We have
Stay in
that
here.
tap, right?
That Skins game, of course, was in Banff in January, and Brad Jacobs was the big winner.
It's good, easy. Hair up. Clean. Whoa.
Whoa, guys. Matt clean. Matt clean.
No, it's good.
Danny.
Hard. Hard. Right up. Go. Good.
He didn't want to roll in too far.
Shot, Beach.
It'd be nice to roll that in a bit to the 4-foot.
Yeah, it's not bad rolling that in a bit.
Yeah, it's good.
I finished a bit. Trying them all.
Whoa.
Really?
You could do that, or make the double.
Gonna play it. I think here's the best.
Sure.
Gives you lots of options.
Okay.
Even the double's pretty good.
Yeah.
Team Canada, Quebec, an update as it is Team Canada sitting 3.
Should run real straight, I think.
On Jean-Michel Menard's first, he tried to play the triple. He jammed 2 of them, and that allowed Pat Simmons to draw to the other side of the house to lie 3.
Are they still playing this run back here, or are they coming off one on the 4 foot?
You know what? I think this is just the draw
I'm
against
sorry,
the
Kathy.
3.
I'm talking to Russ here. I
Well, then
apologize.
point, Yeah, play the double I there. Can't see you.
Sorry, there you go. Never mind, Kathy. It's not all about you.
Like,
Okay.
Oh, what?
Lovely shot. Into sit 1. And Jean-Michel Menard, the draw against 3, which is pretty obvious, Kathy.
Well, I did want to point that it's only day 1 for you.
And there it is, Kathy. Thanks.
Mark Nickel got caught in between. He was between a little thinner for the double, a little thicker to roll, buried underneath right on the pin, and now it's a hit to sit 3.
Yeah, hot weight.
Mikey, here we go.
Cheryl, enough room to hit and roll underneath?
He does. I think he can just even sit edge to edge is a pretty good spot. Just don't give a roll back under to Newfoundland.
Yeah,
halfway.
Yep.
Whoa, loading. Whoa,
Really light. Just hack.
Yep. Hard. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Neufeld
Matt.
was
Matt.
the yak. Matt again.
Good.
Inside. No, he'll bang it right there and sit 1, 2, and 3.
Well, it's
just. It was perfect weight. Still, it hits it a long way.
Yes.
Remarkable journey for this Manitoba team. As remember now, he had lost 5 of the last 6 Manitoba finals, and ultimately coming through Reed Carruthers, a former champion, and then Matt Dunstone, the reigning junior champion. Dunstone is now off to the World Juniors, start tomorrow.
It's a little low.
So, and the other thing too was he knew, regardless of the outcome, that he was going to be coming to the Brier, because Dunstone had declared, I promised my guys we're going to the World Juniors. So win or lose, he knew he was coming, but to win and get here, he said, was the great thrill. Okay, in a 1-1 tie, Ontario, Alberta, final stone to come up now for Kevin Cooey.
I'm not sure if you can see, but underneath Mark Kennedy, you've got 2 red stones, one just in front, one just behind, just rolled by Glenn Howard. This is the run double and try to roll the shooter in for 2.
Ooh, nearly made the triple, but more importantly, he rolled his stone underneath cover, and it is close for shot. Wow. Wonderfully done there, too. You just don't know where to look here on this opening draw.
Incredible shot by Brad Gushue. I just don't know who shot.
It looks like red.
trying to cross it mid, eh?
Yeah.
What a get out of jail shot that was.
Intern.
From this angle, I'm saying it's red.
That's why you won the car. That's why you won the
Just
car.
him.
Forcing Mike to the
I
run
like
back.
the in. I can throw the out too, but
I like this.
I think I prefer the in. I should get a little bit of curl, right? Or
Brad Gushue didn't have a chance this entire end. And now he's got a shot to get his deuce if this isn't made perfectly.
That could be a save shot and a setup shot for his team. It does both.
Whoa. Danny.
Mike McEwen is last.
Hard.
Come up, angle it, boom, and he drives it by.
Right out of his hand. They went on it to try to get some movement.
What a turnaround.
Just to make sure to
just
slow
slid
it.
high side.
I think it's just as easy as the draw. So.
I agree.
Undefeated in round robin, then a win over Colin Thomas in the final for Brad Gushue, who makes a 13th Brier appearance. Went 9-5 a year ago in Calgary. Best performance, a silver in 2007. And of course, more importantly, while it isn't on the resume, the championship, a Brier championship, he does have that Olympic gold from 2006. And has an opportunity here to pick up 2. You can still see that discoloration around his right eye. It was back Halloween weekend when he took that nasty tumble in a tour event and hit his head on the ice, and still says he's suffering concussion-like symptoms. As he'll get his deuce here in 3. Newfoundland, Labrador, Manitoba is our feature on this opening day. Tim Hortons, Brier. We are in Ottawa. This, of course, is the former Ottawa Civic Arena, now TD Place. That's under the grandstand of the football field. Red Blacks play there. They've done a wonderful job in redoing this entire area. Restaurants, places to eat. Coming up tonight, again, multi-sheet coverage for you at 7:30 Eastern Time. 1 and 3, Northern Ontario, Saskatchewan. 4 and 5, PEI against BC. Jim Connor out of British Columbia. Adam Casey has played more in his preparation, hoping to be a factor as we welcome you back. On this Saturday afternoon, our opening day coverage, Newfoundland Labrador, great turnaround. One shot to roll underneath. The run back then missed by Manitoba. Newfoundland, Labrador, and Gushue capitalized with their 2. Here in the 4th, it's Manitoba once again with Last Rock. They have the hammer playing the Yellowstones.
Well, those are the kind of shots you track as a coach, those shots that change the control in an end, and that was definitely one of them. You look at that more than you ever look at player percentage. A skip that makes shots like that, any player that makes shots like that is key to have on a team.
It's the best Brad Gushue's played all this season. It's the best he's ever played, and he's got a gold medal. He's playing even better than that level, and that must feel like a 5 for Newfoundland. You know, they not that they curl badly, but McEwen was all over Gushue, and he walks out there with a deuce.
Well, and you think last year we saw them at the Brier. Newfoundland played great through the round robin, and Brad himself, once they got into the playoffs, struggled. Otherwise, they had a good opportunity to be in a final of last year's Brier.
Yep. Heavy. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Yep. Whoa. Coming down. Whoa. Still a little. Yep. Hard. Hard. Go, 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 go.
Another double. Good spot, Danny. Okay.
Just about moving for Manitoba. Rocks around, setting up some pockets, just creating an error and to cost Newfoundland an issue.
Less than a quarter.
Switching it. You think it'll curl a bit?
I think so.
Yeah, I agree.
This young man, I really think has worked as hard at his game as anyone. A couple of years ago, he struggled. Remember now he's a Canadian junior champ out of PEI.
Yep.
Winningest skip in junior play ever. Goes to Newfoundland Labrador, joins up with Brad Gushue.
Okay,
struggled initially. And I remember we left Calgary after an event, and I saw him, and he said, "Where are you?" I said, "Where are you going?" He's gone to Edmonton, the National Training Center. Why I'm working. And he never stops working. And people who've played with Brad, you included,
right?
He can be a difficult person to play for.
Right.
He demands things of you, and if you don't respond, if you don't give him what he wants, but there is Gallant. Totally committed.
Well, and to be a skip your entire life, and then the pressures Brad Gushue does put on you, which is why Brad Gushue is as good as he is. That's tough. It's, you know, the brushing, the fitness. Look at the size of Brett Gallant now. Like he's, you know, not too many skips look like that, and he's made that transformation. He's worked so hard at it.
The rub and roll to the pin. Matt Wozniak.
Right on the nose.
Okay.
Pretty good. Probably here.
The nose hit makes them go away, though. They just bumped that a foot too far.
Yep. Hard. Hard. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. Yep. Hard. Whoa. 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 Good.
Wow.
What a great throw.
To run it right off the face.
think even in addition to Brett working so hard, Jeff Walker as well. You know, I remember him from Alberta playing
Bit
there.
as unlucky as you could get, but
And same thing, he's had to come and adapt to a new team and work together with Brett.
Bit as unlucky as you can get, but maybe. Just line.
I got heavy 2-inch.
Line's close.
Just line, Mike.
Yep.
Real heavy.
Heavy.
Yep. Line's good.
Stay with it.
Close.
Yep. Whoa. Close. Back
This last chance qualifier, the winner will join the field of 12, and it's 2-1 for the Territories. Final stone for Jamie Cooey Yellowknife.
Really tough shot for two. Jamie hit and rolled on his first stone, which grouped the stones, but a replacement by Jamie Murphy means that he has to get as much as he can, but not move the back one to keep the 2.
There's that chip. Did he move it far enough?
I think he did.
Boy, looks good. 2 it is. Pretty easy for you today. You just have to say Jamie and you're right.
I am.
Brilliant shot. Great weight by Jamie Murphy.
Winner's in. Mark Nichols.
Line's a little tight. Line's real tight, actually, Art. Hard. Hard for line.
Top 12, top 8.
Hard, gotta go.
Gotta go for line 2.
Hard for line.
Hard, Brent, you got it.
Hard.
Hard, Brent, you got it.
Hard.
Hard, it's holding. Go.
Wait,
Hard.
good line.
Stay on it.
Wait,
Stay on it.
right to it now.
Okay, whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa.
Not quite to it.
Not
quite to it.
Glenn Walker to get it around and just slips back of the pinhole.
Well, that was tight out of his hand, and they held that the whole way down.
I got off just at the right time.
Yeah. Good judge.
Like Jesus.
Shot.
It's holding. Go.
Wait,
Hard.
good line.
Stay on it.
Wait, good. Right to it now.
Well, there you go. Thinking that if I'm on it, if I'm Jeff Walker, if I'm on it, we're going to carry it a little bit too far this way. And the compliment from the skipper on the brushing
Trying to go
by Walker and Gallant.
I could, but still give it a little bit, you know.
This is the team. Gushue's team had the jump on the rest of the field starting this year. They've been working on the directional brushing since last April and really came into the beginning of the season way ahead of many other teams on that. It took a lot of teams some time to catch up.
BJ Neufeld.
Whoa. Denny. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, hard.
Run it back. Oh. And they're going to pick their own.
I didn't even know if that was possible to do.
Okay.
Overbrushed it early.
Oh, and touches neither of the back reds.
They would have been left with a nice free situation and the yellow in the rings. Now the blank has gone out the window.
Like that? Yeah. Just overroll, if anything, right?
Yeah. Swept it on this path too, so it could be a little straighter now.
Because
Board weight.
yeah.
Always aware. We did some brushing here. Some of the pebble may be gone, maybe a little straighter.
Hair big.
Big. Solid board.
Yep.
Solid.
Oh.
Close. Yes, Brent. Whoa. Roll it hard.
And trying to roll it over and cover. Leave him a corner.
That's your best spot for
Heavy board.
Well, there's an opportunity here to just come down with the intern, tap it a little bit.
Good judge. Yeah, good shoot too.
Why not the outturn, Cheryl?
Not as much. You can see a piece of it on the intern side, so a little better angle to tap it and set up a wall.
Yeah, I think Cheryl's right. This side's easier to get to, and you can actually either leave that red one there or bump it to there, and then it's going to be really difficult for Newfoundland to remove that yellow.
So, an early Cheryl's right. We'll just keep tally on that. It's a long week, though.
Which meant Vic was wrong. He offered up the other option. If we're keeping score.
Little curl.
Keeping track of
Top
that
4.
now.
Hand out your game cards when you come
Top
in.
4. Yeah. Hard, guys. Hard!
Wait's there.
Steady, go, go,
Wait's
go,
there.
go,
The act
go,
now
go.
with them
Go,
both.
go,
It's
go,
all
go.
about the carry.
Wanna just be shot.
Just enough. Very nice.
Control.
I think middle of the rock is fine.
Okay.
One, two yellows. They belong to Team Quebec as they trail Team Canada, the defending champions, and Pat Simmons and the team from the Glencoe Club in Calgary.
Well, a chance for Pat to find draw. Wade does need full 4. Jean-Michel Menard made a lovely hit and roll in his final stone, so not much Pat can see of either of those yellow.
Menard, of course, in his 10th Brier and a winner of the 2006. Simmons winning back-to-back in 14 playing with Kevin Cooey, and then Cooey left the team to take up with his current squad, and then Simmons, along with Morris, Rycroft, and Thiessen winning last year in Calgary, making that dramatic draw to the button for the win. The run back by Brad Gushue. Golden Thiessen, Carter Rycroft, John Morris calling line. And that will do.
That works. You got the draw. Yeah. Think good bumper? Bumper's nice for you to call? Yeah. Both there?
It's the same shot with the other turn that Pat Simmons ended the
Could be a
Brier with
little
last year.
A little bit of curl here. Yeah, try that.
Trying to get a little bit of a roll here to the left.
Bumper weight. Just make a flip behind his.
This is where we'd seen this spot. A couple of the Manitoba Stones run a little straighter with weight. Looks like they've tightened up the ice a bit, and it's a little closer to center line. Sometimes that's where you'll get a little bit more movement.
Weight's good. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, whoa. Close. Whoa. Get better. Whoa. Danny. Danny. Hard, Danny.
And he rolled nothing, and then he'll jam it at the back. And it appears the stone at the back edge, belonging to Newfoundland Labrador, is a shot rock.
Either that or we guard it. Too long.
Shoot, it's so too much.
I don't see the sense
You
of
picked
taking the
this
risk.
and you got your force.
No, I agree. Like,
Yeah, because I think he could actually probably maybe even split that for 2.
yeah, probably. Okay.
Yeah.
Peel?
Yeah.
Do we want to try to play it off of this or not? I think
just hit and roll.
Brad Gushue talked about throwing the guard because they are shot, but the risk is if you ever miss the line on it, opportunity for Mike McEwen to maybe split for a deuce, so they just decide to pick it and play for the force.
Just through this. Yeah.
That was a problem when Denny came down and picked his own off the pot. Left all those red in there, and there was no chance to blank. So he should be real happy just to make this go away.
Gotta go hard. Gotta go really hard. Really hard, Brett. Hard. Hard. Whoa, whoa.
Want to avoid it. Ooh, he tickles it on the way by, but they're sitting 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nice sweeping, Brett.
Shot. Shot. That's good. Wasn't my best throw, that's for sure. Good sweep.
Little tight out of his hand. They were on it right away. Great brushing to hold it.
Wasn't my best.
no, that's it was easy to call.
Hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's probably pretty close in speed, just a little extra curl.
Yeah.
Okay.
All there right now, Matty.
Yeah. You got some room. Right off, Ben.
Back 8.
Lots of room. Off, off, off.
Ooh, that's sliding.
Got nothing. Line's fine. Line's good.
Just tee, though.
Line's good.
Line's good, guys.
Line's really
Back
good,
four.
Pat.
Line's really good.
Line's really good.
Facing 4.
Shot, Mike.
There it is.
Back 8.
Yeah.
To pick up the single.
That was the reason I took that ice. Yeah.
We are even at 2.
Yeah.
It's been 15 years since we saw Brad Gushue and Mike McEwen battle on the national stage. The last time, St. Catharines, Ontario, the final of the 2001 Canadian Juniors. Team Newfoundland won that day, and back then we figured they'd meet many more times with a national championship on the line. However, how they got to today are two very different stories. For Gushue, the Brier has become a yearly pilgrimage, this year marking his 13th trip to the national championship. For McEwen, the Brier, uncharted waters. He's found lots of success on tour, becoming one of the best teams in the world, but success in his own province, well, that took a long time. A 5-time runner-up in Manitoba, he makes his long-awaited Brier debut today. Despite their different roads here, these two 35-year-olds, born just 6 weeks apart, have very similar stories. Both are pre-tournament favorites. Both are considered amongst the best in the world, and both are in search of their first Brier title. Today, Brad Gushue for the 147th time, and Mike McEwen for the very first time step onto the Brier ice. Funny, isn't it, how two very different paths can lead to the exact same place. It's all new for Mike McEwen. First appearance, first game, still looking for win number 1. It is our feature, Newfoundland Labrador and Manitoba. In a week of wonderful games, we're expecting people saying that this, in fact, is the best field ever, with the addition of a McEwen and the return of a Glenn Howard out of Ontario. Welcome back to TD Place. And it is a 2-2 tie. Newfoundland Labrador will have last rock. They have the hammer playing the Redstones.
I think what's pretty amazing about the Mike McEwen story is that they lost those 5 Manitoba provincial finals and they didn't blow up as a team. Those losses are always tough to get through, and so many teams just say, you know, it's not working, so we're just going to give it up and try and find a new team that we think can win, and they stuck with it.
Okay. I wasn't going to go that much.
Yeah, okay.
Here.
The winner will join the field of 12. The loser will be relegated again. Northwest Territories up 4-1. And Nova Scotia facing 1-2, it looks like, Kathy.
Well, for Jamie Murphy, really tried to utilize that corner guard and bury stones around it. But on his final stone, Jamie Cooey drew to lie 2 in that area. So it's 2 that he faces. Trying to just play the little bit of a draw or the wick off the stone just thrown by Cooey to get to the forefoot.
Murphy and the team out of the Mayflower in Halifax.
Turn the curl then. Yep. Yep.
Needs a good chunk of that. There's that little wick.
I called that.
You know your stuff. They go to the break. Territories up.
Guys.
Does Kathy get a tick now, too?
Yeah, darn it.
Just bump.
So hard to get those ticks.
Yep. Hard. Hard.
Go Beach.
Hard.
Coming through.
Hard. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Minimum ice.
Good weight. Thanks.
Oh, they threw that pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, get off forward to pinch more ice.
Both these teams have done just an unbelievable job of getting the broom in the right spot. We talk about this inside-out shot at most arena situations, especially early in the week. Curls really hard. No sign of wrecking on anything here. They're getting by. They're beautiful weight control.
Hack. Hack. Clean. Level up.
Mark.
Mark, go. Whoa.
Just
Jeff,
through the hack.
Jeff. Whoa. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Hard. Right over, Mark. Right to the 12. Go.
More of a roll here.
Stay on it. Go. Go. Okay.
And it'll spin back on itself. Sitting back edge of the 4.
Same thing, just through the hack.
It's a little heavy, a little full.
You'll just be slightly behind the tee. So like that.
I think so. He freeze, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Can possibly get a force that way if Manitoba hits this one, and then if Newfoundland freezes on it, you still got an opportunity to freeze on top of them and get a force.
Yeah, just always aware where they are, where those rocks are positioned.
Weight's good.
Light hack.
The other team, the top,
Tear down, Mike.
these top teams do, Cheryl, is you're expecting your opponent to make everything. And a lot of teams trying to get to this level get caught not doing that.
Hard, Matt.
Yeah, you don't ever hope for a miss here. You just expect a make by your opposition every game out here.
Hack.
Brad's not going to get lured into the freeze game around the 4-foot. He's got an opportunity. They overrolled a little bit. He can see a sliver and roll behind the corner.
Yep.
Mark
Right.
Nichols.
Hard for line. Gotta go. Hard, Brett. Hard. Just through. Hard. You gotta go. Hard. Gotta hit nose, Brad. Get it out.
Hard. Hit by yes.
Hit it nose, I think. Let's, get it through.
And just enough to punch it through.
Good sweep, Brett.
The return of this year's most provocative new show, CTV's Quantico, tomorrow at 10/9 Central.
Hair more weight.
BJ Neufeld.
Off.
Clean. Off. Close.
Hair more weight.
Matty.
Now they can
Hard,
get
Matt.
a little hit and roll and be above the tee
Hard,
line.
Matty.
Matt Wozniak.
Hard. Good sweep, Matt.
Good.
Well, they're wearing out a path between those two stones.
And that's something to consider with all these brushes with the downward force. If it is scratching just a little wee bit, it can affect the next shot that comes down that same spot.
I like this too.
Okay.
I don't know if I can get under.
Okay. Little more weight.
Yeah.
Am I right,
Hack those
Cheryl?
up.
My understanding is if you play quickly enough, the ice doesn't have a chance to recover, so it could be, in fact, a little quicker, correct?
Yeah. Yep.
And then the ice recovers and then it goes back to what you initially thought the time was.
Exactly.
Wait a bit more. Clean.
Heavy hack.
Heavy hack.
Tick and more
Wait a bit more.
ticks.
Oh, did I say exactly?
Yeah, way to go.
Sorry.
Way to go.
Russ.
You had the lead.
And we're all even.
Yep.
Gonna get the roll this time? Sure enough. Sure enough.
Pistol.
Good shot.
Yeah, that's a beauty.
I like that rolling behind the red one because it's
Good hack.
Mark's color that has to be run in there. Very nice.
Finally got one. They'd been on most of Mark's for line, and he gave this a chance and got the perfect roll.
Are you not worried, though, Russ, about the corner here and playing the corner freeze down to it? Or?
This is a very finite.
Tough shot. I guess it's there, but you be shot rock. It's going to be pretty accessible for Gushue.
No.
It's probably edge to edge.
Might be the shot though.
It's dead buried.
Yeah, it's edge.
See it from here. Get any
I think if he squeaks, he almost has to play tap.
Hit it right here.
Okay.
You like that?
Yep.
I like it. I don't know. The draw seems really hard to me.
Yeah, I'd have to wire by the outside one with the.
It's just the port is so small for the draw.
Is this too much?
You'd have to hair that center line yellow one and then hope it curls.
Matty, you threw right here.
This is crazy difficult,
like
too, to
good
try to
bump.
get it out of the paint. It's fully underneath cover.
I think this is there.
Only other option is to do this. I don't mind that. Okay.
The advantage with
Just
this,
like back button weight,
Yeah, I
forward
do.
one.
yeah, over the straight draws, you're throwing just a touch more weight, so getting through the tight port, you've got a little better chance.
Yeah.
Well, I think you play just to top it just a little.
Yeah.
Is that
I like
right?
that.
Okay.
Yeah. Just like here, wait, back forward.
Hard for Mike to throw
That
at
look
something
close?
he can't see, and they haven't been getting a ton of finish at the end, so I think this is a little better opportunity.
Gonna say, if
And
anything
bring your
more.
sweepers in.
Back 4.
Okay.
Now they want to try to keep it queued up on the inside, the center line side, but kick that red one back enough that they're shot rock.
At the most. Yeah, I could probably get away with.
Not an easy shot.
Oh. Back 8 weight and
back line, half rock.
Yeah, and then he's got to make.
Whoa, Mike McEwen first skip stone.
Back 4.
Here in 5 of this 2-2 tie.
Coming down.
Close. Get. Hard.
Back 4.
Hard.
Wozniak again
Wait, Scott.
through the hole.
Hard.
Wozniak all the way up. Oh wow!
Beauty.
And he moves it far enough.
Shot.
It appears they are the shot rock.
Just shot rock. Incredible brushing by the sweepers. They knew they had to go just to tap it enough.
Yeah.
Just lost
Better
the line.
angle. Curl hair left.
Touch.
Fly 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful shot though.
Back 12.
Back line.
Back 12, back line, eh?
The advantage for Brad Gushue here is you just watch the shot, so a little more ice, hit it a little thinner, try to roll behind the tee line, sit the 2. Maybe a back 12-ish weight, back 8.
Ice?
Yeah, and I think just to what you said, Russ, is the advantage of seeing it and seeing how that would run with that kind of weight.
This is the shot that the
fraction more.
directional brushing's made such a difference. You throw the right speed here, which Gushue's famous for. These two well-conditioned athletes can try to make it go left and right as much as possible.
Yep.
Back line.
All the way through. A little heavy.
Yes.
Whoa. Yep.
Just through.
Yes.
Jeff Walker.
Whoa. Brett.
Brett.
Hard, Brett.
Hard, Brett, you got to go.
Real
Heavy. Chip it away. Roll it back.
Gotta go, Mark. Gotta go, Mark. Gotta go, Mark.
And it will sit in time to sit the 2.
A bit heavy.
Very nice. It was just weight they got caught on. You saw Brett Millant trying to yell down the sheet that it was up.
Just saved it though, just curved it enough to
Not as good as we could do.
sit
A
2.
little heavy, eh?
Yeah.
I was sliding so tight I
Yeah, I know. I wanted to say whoa earlier.
Well,
but
I
it
don't
just-
think that we could have got much better results because either that we rolled back 4 foot behind this guard, which is even worse.
Big shot here from Mike. He's just played it, but if you don't glue this in well, it's a chance to score 3 for Team Newfoundland. A shade quicker here now. Both those were brushed pretty vigorously.
Room. A little wider. Room. Definitely wider. Denny. Hard, Denny. Hard, Denny. Hard, Denny. Hard.
Denny Newfeld
Hard.
with a big scrub has got to come off that corner. Through the hole they go. Now Wozniak with the big carry.
Guys. Shot.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Full credit to Newfeld and Wozniak on the brush.
Shot.
2 back-to-back shots managed by the sweepers.
Hard, Matt.
Boy, they had to wait for the longest time for it to come off that center guard to find the hole.
They had Denny on it to try. It was barely by that top guard.
And with Denny doing such a great job to finish it, then Matt had to start straightening it out because it was starting to overcurl. Brilliant job.
Going out here, eh? Oh, that's one way to get a force.
Cheryl, a little surprised. Somebody, I think it was Matt Wozniak, saying they're going out here. So just outside the edge of the 8 for this draw for the single.
Yeah, it'll be a new path out here. I think they just saw that last one of Mike McEwen's and how they had to sweep it to get it by. So
Back 8 right now.
just full 4.
It's okay. Brett's in.
Brett's in. He'll need a curl. Still there. He's going to need a curl, Brett. Just in case this isn't under.
Line's good.
Full 4.
Line's good. Put it on the
They
tee.
draw against that one corner frozen. And oh boy, did they overcook this And they did. That's going to slide too far.
Yellow?
Yeah.
Yellow it is.
One yellow.
Manitoba on a wonderful corner freeze with their last. They take a 3-2 lead to the break. Updating the game between Team Canada and Quebec. Red Rock on the button belongs to Team Canada. Pat Simmons, final stone for the 2006 champion Jean-Michel Menard from Lévis. Trying to angle this back and won't move it far enough. And it will be a steal of one. Team Canada leads it 4-1 here on this opening day, opening draw. Tim Hortons Brier from Ottawa.
The 2016 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada.
Midway through this opening draw, opening day, and Newfoundland Labrador's Brad Gushue, heavy with his 2 skip stones, gives up the steal of 1. Manitoba leads at 3-2. Kathy is with Mike McEwen.
Mike, we've talked so much about the depth of this field, the strongest field ever. Tell us about the mental toughness in an end like 3 where you make everything and give up 2.
Yeah, we were actually just talking about it this last end. It's kind of it's not about who makes the good shots, it's about who makes the better good shots. You know, who makes more rolls and who makes, like Brad made a unreal run double stick right behind the guard, and that's how he got 2. So it's not just about making good shots in this field, it's about making the better ones.
So how does your training with someone like Kyle Paquette play into a week-long event with the kind of thing you've just talked about?
Yeah, it kind of goes hand in hand with physical conditioning. You know, it's going to take some strong bodies and some strong minds, you know, to make it to the weekend.
And I know it's really early. It's only been 5 ends. What's your impressions of being in the Brier?
Well, it's fun. We're making shots and, you know, playing another fellow, you know, top team in the world. And, you know, we're making some good stuff early, and so are they. So it's, and what a crowd. It's unbelievable to play in front of that first time ever. So it's amazing.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks very much.
And as we check the numbers after 5, we're bound to see some very high numbers. It's just the skill level. Interesting to note, though, Manitoba has only 1 player less than 90%, BJ Neufeld at 88. Newfoundland Labrador side, only 1 player who's in, or 2 in the 90s, and that, of course, is the back end, Brad Gushue and Mark Nichols. That's the difference as he sits down with Jules Oucher, who we saw all those years with Kevin Martin. Numbers after 5 are brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner of Curling Canada for over 20 years.
The 2016 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. By Home Hardware, homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice. And by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for more than 20 years.
It is the 87th edition of the Tim Hortons Brier. Been playing for the Canadian Men's Curling Championship since 1927. This is the 4th time that the Brier is in Ottawa. 79, it was Barry Fry for the last of the McDonald Briers, the last time of just round robin play. And then in 93, Russ, of course, you won here. And then in 2001, it was Randy Furby. Those were all playoff Briers. 3-2 as we welcome you back here at the 6th. After that steal of 1, Manitoba leads it. Newfoundland and Labrador. Brad Gushue will have last rock playing the Redstone.
Weight's good.
How much of that last rock draw do you believe, Cheryl, was a result of that new path?
Well, I think it was a little bit. They seemed, when out of his hand, they thought it was a little bit heavy. I think Brad felt like he thought there was something underneath it, and they jumped on it to kind of make sure. And then it just slid at the end.
Hey, pretty good.
Nothing knows this.
Yeah, just bang it on the nose.
Yeah. Just smooth.
Dead on, make them both go away. They'd love to save this rock, though.
Yep. Hard.
Go beach.
Hard.
Go beach.
Hard.
Good. Attaboy. Good.
Good, sweet. Didn't get a good footing on that. It's a little slippery, the ice.
Okay, what does that mean, Russ?
Well, it's a little bit greasy, and I think it's because of the massive crowd. You've got a lot more. It's warmed up so much from yesterday when we were here with the big crowd. So the surface just gets a little closer to melting, a little bit greasier, and I don't think it's going to affect the rocks as much as it will the athletes.
Back line. Whoa, whoa.
Just trying to tap and roll behind the corner.
Jeff's a little heavy. Hard, Jeff.
Same weight as Jeff.
Hard, Jeff. Hard, Jeff. Go, go. All you can get. All you can get. Roll it, Mark. Roll it, Mark. Hard. Take a try.
Still pretty good. It opens up the 4 foot, and if Manitoba doesn't roll this perfectly back or rolls out, you got a chance to go around that corner.
Hey, Matty, here we go.
Momentum's a curious thing, though. I mean, up until that steal, you would actually say that
Just hack.
Newfoundland and Labrador had the edge. They got that deuce and then held Manitoba to the single, and then that steal now, puts Newfoundland Labrador Gushue on the defensive a little bit. They're having to chase.
And I think for Manitoba, you see a crack, you see a slight miss, and that's when you kind of jump all over it. You feel like you want to get that back.
Speed's nice here, hey?
Winner will join the field of 12, and the loser remains relegated. Territories lead 4-2. 2 yellows, Nova Scotia. Final rock coming up for Jamie Cooey out of Yellowknife.
Well, he spent a long time trying to line up this double to bring the 3 other Redstones in the house into play. That's what he's playing.
Line over. You can wait. Gotta go, Rob. Back 4. Gotta go. Hard.
Line's good. Right.
Oh, he'll run
Line's
it by
good.
and then just roll in to grab shot rock
Whoa.
to extend his lead.
Try and make that roll buried with steel.
Brett, great opportunity for Brett to come around the corner and slid deep. I'm not even sure if they're shot.
I think it is yellow. Yeah.
Take a toss.
Not by very much, but if you
You gotta
check the top of the handle.
Yeah, it's take too much time. Where? It's us, right here? Yeah.
Okay, beach.
Really good force opportunity for Manitoba.
Yep.
Tight ice here. It's not a little less than we saw last week on these going around the corners.
Got room, guys. Line's good. That's good. How much?
Room. It's good. Top 8.
Room.
Line only.
Looks heavy.
Yeah, we're there. All there. We're heavy.
T-line.
Hard. Clean, Danny.
Coming down a bit.
It's right on the T.
It's heavy still.
Yeah. It's going to be able to angle it, right? Just make room for 2. Yeah, it's
Just slides that little bit too deep. BJ Neufeld was saying, let's not take too much time.
Or it doesn't need to be all the way to this one.
These teams are given 38 minutes of thinking time, plus they do have 2 90-second timeouts available. And I suspect, Russ, some of these ends are going to get very complicated.
Yeah, and that's the hard part when you 10-end game.
It's all there, I think.
Mike's played a majority of his career, the 8-end games. It can sneak up on you. You just get into this rhythm. You might have to play an open end here to keep the clocks managed properly.
Hard, Jeff.
Come on,
Hard, Jeff.
Still back 8.
Stay on it, Jeff.
Back
Stay on it.
12.
Kathy, Ontario with a chance to tie here as they play 6.
Well, a crazy last shot by Kevin Cooey. Brilliant. Glenn Howard made a lovely double on his first to roll behind cover to lie 3. So Kevin Cooey ran a stone about 8 feet in front of the house, back at an angle to make a double, and only leave 1. So it is a draw for 2, but some great shot making
But it
everywhere.
was a conservative through 4 and 5 because they blanked there.
No, lots of rocks, but lots of big weight ability as well.
To tie it at 3.
I thought I threw it a hair more than the other one.
Yeah,
The double's queued up here now. I think there's a room to get by the guard here, Cheryl, to make this.
BJ Neufeld, Denny brothers there. Wozniak is there too.
It's close.
McEwen was down on his chest thinking about trying to call the line, and they'll run it by.
I curled a little bit.
Good throw.
Yeah, I just curled a little.
Yeah. Throw it halfway, you're gonna be really good.
Yeah, halfway I thought it was pretty nice.
Yeah.
It's just at the hog line they lost it.
Good.
Nice chance to roll underneath.
And with a little bit of backing.
Touch less. Whoa.
Back 12.
Whoa.
Close.
Back 12. Whoa. Yep. Back 8.
Should curl here.
Yeah,
Clark Nichols.
Hard then. Hard, you gotta go if it's light.
And Kalan against the curl here, trying to hold it for him, wrap it around.
Hard. Yep.
Now enough to push it back.
Gotta go, gotta go.
Oh, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think it's still a yellow.
Not all bad, though. The red one's underneath cover. It's not going to be easy for Mike McEwen to remove.
Yeah, you can tap it a little.
Hard, you gotta go if it's light.
Back 12.
Hard, come on.
Back 12.
Hard, go.
Hard. Yep. Hard.
And that roll underneath. Shot rock remains, though. Manitoba.
Freeze. You can small tap it.
Straight freeze. If you tap and roll open, you see what happens. There'll be a yellow double to sit to. So this has to be perfect.
Like angle freeze.
Cheryl, can you imagine? Here we are, day 1, game 1. We're playing in 6. That big sigh from Brad Gushue, already being mentally tested. Every end. Can you imagine this? By the time you get to the final, how your mind is going to be just worn out.
11 games of this, and you haven't even hit playoffs yet. Yeah, it's, you know, it's going to be big about recovery between shots and games.
Yep. Hard. Hard, Danny. Hard, Danny. Hard, Danny. Just Danny. Hard, Danny. Hard, Danny. Go.
Okay.
And pushes it back to sit 2.
It's not bad.
I think we're 2.
That's curling quite a bit, actually.
You fooled on both of those. Not that that was a bad effort.
Enough, eh? I just missed it.
It did over curl.
I don't know. It's close.
It's close?
Yeah, it's close. I don't know if it really matters, I guess.
Just above the T line.
Yeah.
Just around it, eh? Top 4, yeah. Just around the yellow. Okay. Yeah. That looks like a lot of ice. Does. Little less, Mark. Although,
Doesn't change his shot.
if we were playing the
He's gonna
tap,
come in there.
like in the
I don't know
hot
if it
shots,
changes
we
ours
could end up
in
pretty
any
good.
goal either.
No.
We're going to have to freeze his as well.
Yeah, I think that's close, guys.
Although he could see a piece, might be able to come off of that.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Well, see
That'll just be for
Wonderful to be able to eavesdrop, huh? No matter what he does, doesn't change our strategy at all.
This is a shot we'll be looking at.
Looks good to me.
There.
Yeah, I'd say there. Wait.
Close. Back 4.
Well then, line only. Line's real good.
Do it.
Freeze in the back one, Mark.
Close.
Jeff. Weight's not bad. Just
T line.
Right.
T.
Right, yep.
Back behind
We're
it.
there, T if you can.
We're almost to it.
Just behind T.
Almost to it.
Sit.
And just behind the tee.
Nice shot, though, because that's going nowhere.
Pretty nice.
Yes. Not dialed in yet.
Well, there's an admission from the skipper. Not dialed in yet.
Yeah, he's just not feeling that he knows the weight exactly and still just doesn't feel it.
Well, you go back to those last two. In 5, he was heavy with his first. And then you don't think it was the brushing as much as he was just heavy.
Yes, yeah. Early, he actually, as he let it go, he said, "I think there's something under it," and that you instinctively add when you're trying to get the, whatever's underneath it off the rock. And they yelled back 8, so he definitely overthrew it, whether it was because there was something underneath it or not. But he's only about 8 inches away from perfection there. It's not like he's a long way off.
Just line.
Yeah, a lot of players would take that dialed in.
Yeah.
Just line.
As we watch McEwen's last Team Canada, just saw them pick up the steal of one, and boy, all kinds of pressure again on Jean-Michel Menard.
Well, it is that yellow stone that you see. That was Jean-Michel Menard's attempt on his first stone to draw behind. And when he came short, Pat Simmons buried it in the 4-foot, so needs to not only get by Vic, needs to tap the stone back for shot.
Martin Crête calling line, Eric Sylvain on the left, Philippe Menard on the right. This team have been together now 6 years, 4th straight time they've represented Quebec. Oh, and this isn't going to come up enough, and it's going to be a steal of one more for the defending champions, Pat Simmons.
It's hard to believe you could say Mike's is in the wrong spot, but it probably had to be an inch and a half farther to the right, glued more on that second shot rock of Brad Gushue's. If he throws enough weight here, hairs that top yellow, I think he can score his deuce here.
Yeah, I agree. They were worried. They were trying to anticipate Team Manitoba the curl and just overbrushed it.
And the look on Mike McEwen's face, he'd agree with you. It's Gallant now, got to get by that guard. They do that. Bang! And they'll sit there for 2. For sure. McEwen knew it. Gushue gets his 2. He said he's not dialed in yet, but he's dialed in enough to take the lead. Newfoundland, Labrador.
Wasn't one that's easy to make.
No, it's pretty thin.
I need a little thinner. Thinner? Thinner?
It's a good shot.
Yeah.
A little bit of a sigh of relief there.
Scary end, like it was. We played a good end. It's just
great end.
BJ got a good result on his run back.
Yeah.
That's straight. I wasn't heavy? No.
I guess the option's short, but then he's got the run for 5. Wasn't my best.
It was easy to call.
Hard.
Yeah.
Well, it's so straight with weights that you can hold it.
Newfoundland Labrador take the lead through 6 with that 2. Wonderful shot by Brad Gushue. Although Mike McEwen knew it as soon as his stone landed that it was there, and Brad Gushue took full advantage. You know, last week when we were in Grand Prairie, we said that Jamie Barras's ice had a characteristic. If you got it up a little bit, the weight up, it would run and run. Dave Merklinger is the head ice maker here this week in Ottawa. Is there a similar situation, do you think, Cheryl, or is it something else?
Yeah, you know what, I think they're kind of getting caught on more so is that the draws aren't curling as much. It's pretty typical arena ice for any weight that's kind of over your draw that it's going to hold, but they don't seem to be getting quite as much finish on the draws as they typically are used to and would like.
Yep, go Jeff. We're there. Well then,
top 4. Line to be okay. Just top 4.
Need to finish it a bit, Jeff. It's T. Keep it above
Needs
the
the
T.
curl.
Yep, go. Sorry, Brett. Yeah, I just went a little early.
Not gonna jam, eh?
Yeah, I'm not too worried about that.
Not?
You like the out?
Yeah.
Yep. Hard.
Matt Wozniak.
Whoa.
Attaboy.
Well done.
Come on, Mike.
And rolls for a corner.
Covers the edge of the 4.
Same speed down this path, guys?
Throw Matty. Show Matt.
The same weight. Yeah. Don't screw it up for you. You're good.
Beauty of speed. When you can throw it that hard, you can take those liberties and try to run it back. If you don't quite get it perfect, you roll away anyways. In this case, he hit enough of it to make the double and still rolled.
And also then I'm guessing here, you
Yep.
take the curl out of it, don't you, Cheryl? I mean, you're throwing it so much, the rock's not going to be effective.
Yeah, you're taking the curl and even the icing out of it for the skip. You really just put the broom down where you want.
Waiting for.
And the rotation they throw, it holds the line so well.
Same weight.
Not burying here.
Go ahead,
Just
Jeff.
in front of T. Go ahead. Go. You got to finish it so we don't give him the roll. It's the same thing. Okay.
He said hard out of his hand.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he threw it pretty good.
He just said line was tight. That's all.
You like this?
Whatever you like.
I was thinking this.
Yeah, okay.
They've got about a third.
Just hack.
Yeah, I don't think you can get underneath with the out turn, so just roll over behind the tee line, get away from that corner for now.
Little light.
Hard then.
Weight's good. Weight's good.
Oh, you've got nothing.
Beach.
Be careful on the center line.
Hard beach.
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa. Yeah,
Yep,
beach.
Denny,
beach.
Denny.
Yep,
Whoa,
go on that.
Good.
To roll it away and just push the stone out the back. Curious reaction, though, out of his hand. A little light, and then he's okay.
Yeah, Matt threw that really well. It's just when Denny put the broom down, they tracked it back a little bit.
Weight's good.
Yep. Yep. Hard. Good weight. Hard.
Right to it, Brett.
Hard.
Clean.
Good brush. Sorry, I thought I kind of.
Ontario and Alberta have a blank the 7th, so it remains a 3-3 tie. You see Alberta and Kevin Cooey with last rock, so that's the third blank hand of that game. 3-4, and now 7. As it would appear, he's trying to get that Cooey's trying to get that hammer last rock into the even ends.
Well, and I don't doubt that's what Mike McEwen's got in the back of his mind here, too. If he can't get his deuce, the blank would be great.
Watch this corner now.
Shot.
As simple as these look, a lot of pressure on Mark here to hang around. And like you say, Cheryl, he can either peel that guard if he rolls out and guarantee the blank, or go around and get their 2. So you want to stay in the paint here.
A little more. Good
Almost normal.
Jeff. Hard.
Heavy board.
Hard, Jeff.
Come on, Jimmy.
Hard, all you got.
Come on, Jimmy.
Roll it, Brett. Go. Good shot. Shot, Mark.
Great shot.
Thanks.
You gonna drop the weight or just?
Yeah, easy down.
Make sure they stick around. There's the risk if you ever roll out here, then you see Gushue wrap around and you get forced. So
It's the most underrated shot, isn't it?
it is. It's the most stressful one to throw.
Clean. Denny, clean. Yep.
Really good plan to drop the weight down a bit. That just gives you more of an advantage to stick around. Especially being at the back of the rings, more opportunity to roll out.
Throw. On the nose.
You like that? Board weight?
Yeah, that's minimum. I don't mind a little more. Yeah, just board. forward.
Forward.
Clean. Good weight. Just clean it, Brent.
Board weight.
Clean. Clean.
Brad Gushue,
Clean.
first skip
Go
stone.
little. Jeff. Good. Good weight.
Wait, you just
Nice board.
Board weight.
bump.
Yeah. Does that look good? Think so?
Territories by 3 points right now as they play in the 7th. Shot rock is territory. Center line. Back edge of the button. Final rock to come up for Jamie Murphy, Mayflower, Halifax.
Well, they took a lot of time looking at the angles of whether there's a way to score 2. He tried the double on his first, just got 1, and so Jamie Cooey capped it off. And there really isn't a lot of angles there that would generate 2. So this is the draw to the lid for 1.
Remember now, this is the game to determine the final team in the field of 12.
Good bump.
Having come through the pre-tournament qualifier, along with a team from Yukon and Nunavut.
This is quite a bit less weight than what I'm throwing.
Just can't get anything.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think good board. Yeah, we can make it work, I think.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
There? Like there's nose.
I think they'll look now to roll behind, try and get the
I
force
wasn't
that way.
super aggressive with that throw.
No risk at all, no.
Same weight?
Same weight or a hair more, if anything.
Yeah, if you go in your first one and they freeze and they could set up their deuce pretty easy now, no risk. You could get a reward by forcing if you roll perfectly.
You like that ice for the same weight or a hair more? Yeah, I like the same weight.
Yeah, we didn't sweep that at all.
Yeah.
I like that ice for the same weight. If you're throwing a hair more, I don't mind tightening the hair.
I agree. Okay. There we go. Oh, yeah. Okay.
More, a little more.
A little more weight. Where? Yeah.
More.
More weight. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah. Heavy board.
Whoa. Pretty heavy, Mert.
Whoa.
Jeff.
Jeff, go, Jeff. All right, Jeff. You're gonna have to go, Brett. No.
That's quite a bit more.
Yeah, I think that was just more weight than they had expected.
Yeah.
Where do you want me to hit it?
An overthrow there.
Yeah, that's been his problem.
It has.
Brad Gushue.
It's pretty quick surface.
Well,
You
just
mentioned
play it the
15 and a
other way.
half. That's a fast draw weight split time. So
Do that.
on all the shots, you're going to be a little bit heavy if you don't adjust.
No?
Half, you're fine, aren't
Be a
you?
little careful with that yellow in the
What
corner.
nuts?
I think it's like a quarter.
Yeah, exactly.
Lad,
With a
you want
quarter
me to
rock,
hit it?
third of a rock, you're going to be
Doing
close
this,
to
right?
jamming. Half's perfect.
Or did you want to do this?
I was thinking this. I'll throw the out though.
This is where you threw that one where you hit it thin.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Perfect. I like this.
That's going to be the other key through this week, this long week, is remembering all those spots. You know, as the games go on and you get your third and your fourth game, they all start to run together.
This is tougher because Mike's out turn does run very straight. He can back this up in a hurry and knows this.
Really hard, Matt. Really hard, Matt. Really hard, Matt. Really hard.
Good.
Just.
And away it goes. So he does what he wants. Blanket 7 means that Manitoba, McEwen will have last rock in 8. The TSN Shop is your one-stop destination for officially licensed professional sports gear and curling merchandise. Visit tsnshop.ca to start shopping today. On our first day here at TD Place, the former Ottawa Civic Centre, opened in 1967. Gone through several renovations. Ottawa Senators played here initially for 3 seasons, 92 through 95, before moving out to Canada. It's currently the home of the Ottawa 67s, who are on a 5-game road trip. Their next game will be against Barrie and the Colts when they come home March the 16th. Our featured game, Newfoundland and Manitoba against 4-3. It's Newfoundland Labrador leading. After that, blanket 7, Manitoba and Mike McEwen once again have the last rock, playing the Yellowstones.
Good shot.
Well, and that blank end is a success for Manitoba. It gives them 2 hammers to Newfoundland Labrador's 1, and even if they just get forced to win this end and tie it up, they're still at an advantage.
Still not too bad. That's right. It's such a well-curled game. Like, you know, both these teams have all the shots. You know, they got the experience. You know, you had to think Mike's team would be a little jumpy to start with. They weren't. But to do it in draw number 1, and you figure out the ice that quick, the rocks, the pass, the differences. It doesn't look like it's slowing down at all so far.
Back 8.
We're in for a good finish here.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Back 12. Pretty heavy.
Why are we hitting?
Back 12.
Hard beach. Hard beach.
Hard on that.
Hey. Shoot. I don't know why we're sweeping that out of my hand.
Yeah, I think. Do you like that?
I'm good with it. If you can't thin is better than thick.
Thin is better than thick.
Yeah.
Real thin half.
Okay.
Third might even do it.
Okay. It's pretty straight here, so.
With that 1-point lead, they're going to try to drag the play into the rings by getting rid of this corner guard, take the yellow in the rings. If they can make that double, there is some risk if Brett's curls a little too much here. You could jam it on your own. There's an angle here to get that red one.
Hard, Jeff. Gotta go. Gotta go. Hard, Jeff. Hard.
Brett Galland.
Okay.
All right.
Still leaves that Manitoba stone top edge of the 8.
You hate to be critical, but they missed it the way Brad wanted them to miss it. Thin is better than thick is what he said. So guess what happens to the thrower? You tend to up the weight, get it a little, protect a little more, and he did hit it thin, but too thin.
That's always the key when your last thought from the skip is that you got to really reset and focus on the broom and
halfway,
not on the air.
Good, halfway.
Just cover it. We just need to cover
Line's good. Just clean.
Line's good.
A little tighter than half.
It's okay.
Line's good.
Just halfway.
Over curling.
It's coming down. Good.
Good.
Beach.
Clean.
Yep.
Clean.
Clean. Yep. Clean.
48 wins in junior, most ever by a skip. Brett Gallant, and then of course won that Canadian Junior Championship out of PEI at 2009.
Well, I think we guard this.
I don't think we have
I like one more. Okay. Too early to do anything in the house there yet.
Another guard.
Yeah, prolong that string of doubles that Gushue will have if you do come into the rings.
The hair more.
A little more. Yeah, dragged it too, though. I think it's okay.
The hair more weight.
Mine's better.
Line's good.
With the ice being this fast, these are some of the hardest throws because you're coming out of the half so slow, and you got to try and release, positive release.
Keep going, square it up. It's good.
They're easy to soft, and you over curl and lose the line.
Do you like to keep peeling right now?
I think so, yeah. He welds the back one, he's probably back 4, and we can go on top.
Well,
right?
I don't know if he can weld the back one right now, right? Like, we guard. If he ever makes the run triple, then he's buried, and we got 3 in play, right?
Okay.
I like the shots now.
In a 3-3 tie, we've had 3 blanks, and it is Ontario sitting the 2. Final stone to come from Alberta and Kevin Cooey.
Well, Glenn Howard buried both of his stones with the out-turn side. Kevin Cooey tried to remove it and just wound up ticking it over, and that allowed Glenn to get in there again, and so that is why he's facing 2, needs the lid.
Bit of room, boys.
Line's good,
You're on the
room.
T-line.
Thin way across the face. Benny then. Okay. Guys, we don't have line.
You're on the tee and Benny sweep.
Yeah.
Brent Lang, Ben
Gotta
Hebert
be right
on the
on the
brush. Mark Kennedy calling line.
Got a curl.
You got it, Benny.
Hard.
Like the out at all? That was kind of what I was envisioning.
And 1 red it is.
Easier.
Sure.
Yeah.
So Ontario will steal the lead there through 8. BJ Neufeld.
Down
Yep.
normal.
Hard, Danny.
Hard.
Yeah. Hard.
Really hard.
Really gotta go.
Hard to stick.
Go,
Trying to get a big roll, but this is really going on them.
Okay. Okay.
Boy, they had to hang around there.
Okay.
Stick it here. Like it?
Just here.
Okay.
Well, you'd like to roll as wide as you can.
Yeah, and I like this
prevent
ice.
a blank.
Nice way.
Yep.
Normal.
Yep. Whoa.
Yep.
Yep. Hard.
Hard, Brett.
Hard, Brett. Hard. Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa. Get it over there, Brett.
Go, go, go,
Hard.
go, go, go.
Hard. Hard. Hard.
Good, good. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's good. Nice shot. Good shot.
Good shot.
Good throw.
Good weight.
Good spot.
Spin.
I don't like that.
You rather just roll right here?
It's hard for him to put it in a spot where we wouldn't have a double,
Think so.
right? If we didn't make it.
Bumper.
Right here, OB.
Just roll, BJ.
Well said. If you tried the double, don't make it. You hit and roll out, for instance. It's hard for Brad to put it in a really good spot that there won't be some type of double.
Yep.
But,
Whoa.
this is the traditional play.
Yep.
Hit, roll towards the shot rock.
Whoa. Yeah.
Whoa.
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 Yes. Yes. Hard. 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 Hard.
Now this roll over. And it's very nice to sit
Shot, beach.
shot rock, top edge of the button.
Absolutely perfect roll.
Like easy, easy normal. Like here. Like that. I don't know if we can hang it on doing it that like that.
I don't think
If
so.
we want to hang it
Fly,
on,
doesn't
we're playing like just board.
Let's just rip it.
Yeah.
Do you want to throw the out here?
Yeah, I don't mind that.
Feel?
Yeah.
Now they talked a little bit about trying to play this with down weight and sticking around,
I think like
but be pretty risky. It's tough.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. And right now, like I love blanking this.
Yeah,
I love forcing more than I love blanking, but I hate giving two. So that's good.
Well
like this.
said. So
You
easy
can
to
give me a hair
jam.
more, Mark. Yeah.
Just peel.
Yep.
Yep.
It's close now, right?
Wait.
Throw, Brad.
Avoids the jam. Interesting, these numbers will tell you a lot. Brad Gushue said, I'm not on my game, and in particular his draw weight. Look at that, 4 for 75%. Where he wins it back are on his hits, where he's perfect. Both players, McEwen, Gushue, in draw one of a Tim Hortons Brier, throwing 93%. Player numbers are brought to you by Travelers. It's better under the umbrella.
Easy.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Good, easy.
Matt, clean it.
It's good.
Matt.
Good.
Clean. Okay, Denny, you can clean.
A little too late in the end to try the freeze to set up your two. If you roll off of it, Brad Gushue sits to you, then can't blank.
Team Canada 5-1. They lead. Steal of 1 and 5, 1 and 6, blank 7. Jean-Michel Menard.
Facing 3, Vic, on his first. They try to utilize the corner guard, but Pat Simmons was able to remove it. This is the hit. And there's your one.
So that's his first point since the third. 5-2.
Wait, hard red board. Clean. Perfect.
Shot.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's good waves. It's good board.
Mike's got one of the most definite pre-shot routines I've ever seen. He does it the same every time.
Whoa.
Kenny Neufeld with a clean. And away it goes. So another blank here in 8. It remains Newfoundland Labrador leading by 1 in this round 1 of the Tim Hortons Brier. Now let's go over to this winner's in, loser is out. As you see, it is Nova Scotia sitting the 2, trying to run it back. And it looks like it's going to be a steal of 1 for Nova Scotia in 8 as they get a little closer. The winner there fills out the field of 12.
This Brier field is obviously as good as you could possibly assemble, and that's why we're not looking far ahead at all. You can lose to any team out there. You can lose any game at any point in time. That's why we need to stick to the things that we can control and really focus in on that.
Fantastic field. I mean, every province has either their most experienced or highest ranked team, so it's going to be a lot of great games. As long as you play good and get the wins in the games where you play your best, I think that's going to be the key to really stack up some wins.
No hairbrushes, but a lot of hair on that face of the team from Northern Ontario with Jacobs Fry and Ryan Harnden. TSN 1 and 3 tonight, Northern Ontario against Saskatchewan, or you can see on 4 and 5, PEI against BC. How good is this field? Well, look at this. When you have 16 Brier champions, 13 of them world champions, the Olympics now coming into play, and all those Purple Hearts, 304. Winning your province earns you, of course, that Purple Heart. Interestingly enough, in 1979, that was the last of the McDonald tobacco Briers, and that's where the Purple Heart comes from. It was on the can of the McDonald's tobacco. That was what the heart was, and that tradition is carried on after, even after McDonald's tobacco left the sport. And to earn that Purple Heart, it was ingrained in me very early by our old pal Ray Turnley. Said that is what they want. And it's a funny story yesterday. As you know, the Ontario team has had to make the change with Adam Spencer now throwing the second stones with Wayne Madaw's injury. When he got his jacket, it didn't have the Purple Heart on it, and he was so disappointed, so upset. And then Danny Lamoureux from Curling Canada walked up yesterday and just presented it to him, shook his hand, and he just started to beam.
That's true.
Yeah, it's what every curler wants at this elite level. As we welcome you back, our opening draw coverage. Tim Hortons Brier.
Call on the way, guys.
As we go to the 9th, Newfoundland Labrador leading by 1, 4-3. Team from Manitoba, skipped by Mike McEwen.
Sure.
And then you think about the Purple Hearts, first ever for that man, Mike McEwen. Brad Gushue, of course, now has 13 of them. Wow.
Incredible.
Heavy board!
I think the only year Brad missed once he got going in his first season, he lost the final, I believe, the junior. But the only time he's missed since then, he was winning a gold medal for our country. Couldn't play in the Brier play down in 06. A little cat and mouse here. Who's going to roll out first?
I like the way Mike started this, and Gushue's through the center, Mike through the winger, out to the edge of the 12-foot, and then they've been playing back and forth hits, trying not to roll out ever since.
And there it is on the jacket of Mike McEwen, his first ever Purple Heart.
Clean. Same way, a little heavy.
Heavier, Mike.
Yep. Whoa. Clean. Yep. Yep, Danny. Yep. Go. Just sweep that.
And it really was a hard luck story for him when you go back to 2010, having lost 5 of 6 finals. And then in the middle there, 13 was a semifinal loss. Now he gets through as he wins over Matt Dunstone, the Canadian junior champion, who is now in wonderful, wonderful Copenhagen for the World Juniors. And he's representing Canada on the men's side, While from Chester, Nova Scotia, the women's team skipped by Mary Fay. So we wish them all the very best. They start tomorrow.
You really wonder what the difference was this year for Mike. They've been the top team on the World Curling Tour for the last how many years, and maybe it is John Meade bringing somebody on that knows what it is to win Manitoba, and that could be the benefit here.
Having John Meade not play against them with Jeff Stoughton might have been part of it too. That was part of Mike's problem, was Mr. Stoughton.
I saw a tweet that John Meade sent to Jeff Stoughton and said, I think we got out just in time when they looked at this Brier field.
It's not falling there like it was. No.
One of the very best thirds you'll ever play against, not just because of his shot-making ability, but his sportsmanship on and off the ice.
Touch more. Yep. Same weight. Just a little more.
Same. It's the same.
More, Brett. Whoa. Touch more.
Yep. Same weight.
Whoa. 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 Close.
Trying for the roll now.
Whoa. Whoa. Jeff, go. Jeff, roll it hard. Ah. Good shot.
Good weight.
He's going to have a free run at a roll. Take it here. You don't ever like to flip it in a bit? In. Yeah. He's going to have a free run at a roll at some point to force us.
You want? I don't know, man. Like if you get anywhere too much and he can come and just tap you a little and keep the angle.
I'm just wondering, at some point he's going to have a free roll to force us.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Kept coming here, but
I know it doesn't matter though. He knows is it, and then where we
can't make him draw.
We can't roll. I don't think he's ever drawing.
Well, he is if you.
Oh yeah. I'm talking about yeah. I'm just thinking if we roll to here, he knows we can't roll.
No, we knows.
Then maybe we draw.
That's a great
I'm just
point.
saying, if he makes his last one, we're forced.
I know.
The other thing is Brad Gushue might draw. He can get around there so well that it'd be tough to get your
We're not playing for the blank. We do that. Playing for two, then.
Okay, let's roll away.
I was thinking just half, Beach.
I didn't mind BJ's call of rolling under. It's high enough that you still have got some room to draw in for your second point.
Okay.
Yeah, scoring two is not the end of the world here, is it? You know,
No.
you're one up. What they just do not want is a force, and
Weight's good.
that's exactly what BJ was trying to serve up there. Was we roll a little bit, Brad rolls perfect, we're in a bit of trouble.
Try and roll as far away from that center line guard as they can.
Hard!
And they will, and it'll hold on to the edge of the 12. So Ontario, another blank here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And all important that Alberta and Kevin Cooey down by 1 will have that last rock coming home in 10 against Glenn Howard.
Yeah, up a little if anything. Probably similar to what I threw 2 ends ago. You guys like that? Sure. Yeah, we do.
Brad had one out here, Mark Nichols had one out here, not quite this wide, but in a similar region.
Clean. Firm board. Yep. Go, Brett.
Solid board.
Yeah. Hard. Firm board.
Hard, right to it!
Hard, Brett.
Hard!
Whoa. Whoa, roll it. Roll it.
Little roll.
That's good. What? Brush.
Shot. Good weight right between board and normal.
It was a great roll by BJ. That made this roll that Brad just tried really tough.
Shot. It's good.
Got a bumper. You like bumper right there? Okay. think we have to keep this in the 8-foot. Because I don't want to... if he draws, I want him to have to push to get shot, right? Makes sense?
Yes. Yeah, I totally
We want him to play the role. So I'd actually like...
Will Brad Gushue draw? That's the interesting thing.
What do you think?
I think he will. I think he will. It's 50-50 though. It's how you feel. Do you want to be one up with, without, or one down with?
But the fact that he doesn't have his draw weight, we certainly haven't seen it so far. Does that come into his decision making?
Could be a little bit of a risk. Maybe he doesn't feel like he's going to make it perfect. If you did, you'd probably throw it.
Good.
Really good.
Well, Brad
I think that's right.
solve two things by playing the easier shot, which is the hit and roll. If you roll perfect, it's going to be a difficult blank. So because it's this close to the center line, I think he might hit now. If he rolled right away, I'm not so sure.
The other thing you look at is McEwen's scored no deuces in this game. He's been forced. And Gushue has been twice he scored his deuce.
Possibly.
A little less than what I threw last time, eh? Yeah.
Yep. Same weight as Marks. Same weight as Marks.
Dropping in on Team Canada and Quebec after Jean-Michel Menard got 1 in 8. Looks like Team Canada has a chance to extend the lead here.
They certainly do. Jean-Michel Menard made a lovely freeze on his first, but Pat Simmons ran a front stone back and picked it out. And in trying a double, Jean-Michel removed one, hit the second one a little bit too thick, and that's why it is still around. So if Pat's able to remove the stone and stick, it will be 2.
We said earlier in the discussion leading up to this, Team Canada, the defending champions, not among those being considered as a favorite. And that will result in 2 more. And an opening win for the defending champions. Make the final 7-2. And Mike McEwen just taking that opportunity here in the roar of the crowd to stand up, reset for his final stone here in 9.
Hair up. Get. Whoa. Whoa.
There is that just off center guard.
Matt.
And so, our 3rd straight blank means McEwen will have that last rock. Coming home, down by 1. Want to just come right back and drop in on this game between the Territories and Nova Scotia. And Nova Scotia is making a game of here, Kathy. Final stone on the way for Jamie Cooey.
Well, he had a chance, Jamie Murphy did, to put a lot more pressure on Jamie Cooey. Came a little bit short on his draw for 2. This is a draw against 1. Does need a piece of the 4.
And good draw to catch the edge of the 4. To pick up the single. A reminder, the winner will join the field of 12 coming out of this pre-qualifier on this opening day, opening draw. Tim Hortons Brier from TD Place Arena. 7, 8, 9 blank. Newfoundland Labrador leads it. Manitoba with last rock playing the Yellowstones coming home.
BJ.
Well, Gushue's been successful so far, forcing Manitoba twice.
Make this deep. Go here.
You probably go top 8.
Hard, both. Go, Matt. Go, Matt.
Way deeper than they wanted.
That's supposed to be a corner guard.
Keep going. Okay. 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 Huh. Okay.
Doing those. Okay. I don't like this angle for us.
No.
Here.
Okay.
I don't even mind here. Like
Whatever's best. I like
just
both.
here though.
Okay.
Just no. Just peel.
Gonna try and even unlock that stagger that's there.
Not big. Weight's good.
Yep. Whoa.
Whoa. Close mark.
Easy peel. Go.
Whoa.
Hard mark. Hard mark. Hard mark. Good. Good.
Much better the way they were before.
PJ here.
Trying to get into that pocket. Gushue's going to have to deal with it. Try not to move anything around. The pocket's perfect. You can just freeze solid.
Good here, Matty.
Yeah. Easy peel. It's a good shot.
Just kind of.
Got T-line right now. Oh. It's not a red light. It's not a red light.
Clean?
Yeah.
No way. That's. I let it go.
He wasn't even close.
Well, interesting here. We've got a stone.
Can you review that?
It's all there.
Heavy.
Yep.
The red lights are on.
Hard.
So this may have been
He wasn't
a
even close.
hog line
He wasn't even close
situation.
to the hog line.
Do you have a replay or?
I would know.
You're going to get to see it. You just like
Yeah.
Flashing
So-
it. When did it start flashing?
Hog line.
It started right when he let it go, but he wasn't even close to the hog line. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, like it's flashing quick.
Yeah, you're good.
stays red when it's
Not even
So
So when it
that
flashes
was the
slow,
yak.
that's when it's red? Like? Oh, go solid.
Right on.
Double touch.
You should have a look at the replay.
He said a hog line violation goes solid red.
So this may
What
be
did
an
it do?
indication.
Okay.
Yeah.
Official is saying that it's, since it's blinking,
It's not flashing though. Yeah, I touched it again.
Flashed green.
But look at the replay. Hey, it was green and then it went red when he touched it again.
Yeah.
we're going, they're
Does
still
it
trying to
just
figure it
stay-
out.
Does it stay lit?
What's that?
Red? Like he's saying it stays lit
No,
red.
it blinks red when it's a hog line violation.
Yeah, does it stay solid?
No.
That's what he was trying to say, that stays
It
solid.
doesn't. You watch the replay, he clearly touched it after the hog line. Because it went green when he touched the sensor, and then he touched it with his finger, and then it
At
went
the
red.
end.
So does he release this?
So he comes off here.
I don't know.
I mean, is it that little touch?
The last
Looks
time, I'm
okay.
not sure it touched. He went towards it.
I didn't think you were close.
I was impressed with Denny, though. They just said, let's just sweep this. Don't worry about it. He didn't panic when he saw the flashing lights.
What are the lights supposed to look like when it's a hog line?
Solid red.
And it just was flashing.
Yeah. So technically, I'm just double checking back.
You're
there.
just double checking?
Well, but I can't see the.
Come on, Brown, have a look. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. They're trying to say. Test this one.
If the handle turns out to be a good handle, it's going to be a hog line.
Okay.
So they're going to check the handle. Here comes Dave Merklinger.
It was a hog line.
Wait,
violation.
we
It's a
can
hog line
watch it.
violation. He touched it after the hog line.
Like it.
Yeah, it's clearly a hog line.
Remember, there are batteries in there.
Right. The hard part now is how do you move that rock?
It's close.
Matt says he wasn't. I'm going to say he was. So
Well, I mean, it's easy to test. I go like this, clip it, it turns green. I pass the magnet over, it turns red. It's
the hog line
works
violation.
fine.
We good with that one? That's the only way we can test the handle. Right now, we have to test the handle, right?
Well, I'm just trying to. Why is there a different red? Like you're saying, if it's flashing red, it's a malfunction.
Well, a hog line violation.
Well, it didn't go solid red at any point. It was flashing all the way down the sheet. So.
Flashing red is a hog line violation. Well, then there you go. So they are. That's how they work.
So it's not a solid red.
It's not a solid. It can be a flash red. Okay, then let's go.
So we just need. Well, like, is it like who knows about the handles? Like, who's the determining? Okay.
But if you want us to check that handle, we will.
I guess so. Yeah.
I think they're getting confused a bit on what the lights do when it's a hogline violation. Are they solid or do they flash?
Okay, so everything's got to go back. I think there's a ring like that.
Said the handle was good.
This never moved, right?
No.
Okay.
Went from an awfully good option to score your 2 to nothing going on at all for Manitoba.
Yeah, the before is up on the screen, Brad.
What's that?
The before is up on the screen.
Close?
Still one of the
Should have done this before, but
admirable things about the game.
It is.
You know, you can't. Nobody's
I like to peel that.
throwing brooms, yelling.
We peel, he makes the same shot.
Yeah,
Mike McEwen has to just accept.
Nope.
The handle was good.
Or guard, or put one in tight here.
I think Denny was
Run this in
fairly
and try
certain that he wasn't over the hog line, which
It's risky though. You nut it and not in love
I don't
with
think Matt was certain, and it was just his finger at the end.
Right.
It's not terrible. He's got to move some granite. I know he's going to leave 2, maybe 3 in there.
Just rip it.
Yeah.
We just rip this.
Yeah. That's if he makes it. I think here's the shot. To be honest. Yeah.
Well, I mean, just rip it now. Like,
just rip it.
He goes here.
And then what do we do? Yeah. We tap it around.
Tap it around.
What do you like?
I don't hate either one.
Time out.
You can peel the corner guard. Which isn't that bad either, but they're going to replace it in that same spot.
What's he doing?
He might play a hit and roll.
Yeah.
I think so, and he'll try to.
Probably is trying to kill that. Yeah.
Like he could play ways and try to hit it into that to get rid of 2 of them.
Yeah.
Right? Which is probably not bad for us, but if he sticks it behind the guard, then we're.
Well, what's the consensus here? What do you like? I like the peel. You like the peel?
Yeah, my first thought was peel.
And you like what?
I don't mind.
I like both. I like the peel, and I see the merit to this, but I like the peel.
Did you
too.
want to try it in here? And if anything, a hair thick, but love it.
Thrown it before, I don't mind it.
Okay. Get it off one of these is pretty well. We got to get it onto that. I think a straight peel. Yeah.
The thing is, though, if we go into here, we nut it here. We're just another shot down the road. Like he is gonna.
He's got to work with it. If we just make the peel, like if we're playing a peel, let's peel. Yes.
I think this is the best move. You leave that corner guard in there. Mike McEwen's going to get in there at some point. Yes, he's going to do this. He's going to come down and try to make that one again. Gushue starts blasting. At some point in time, McEwen might sit 2 yellow, but they'll be very close together, and there should be a double for Brad Gushue's last shot.
Whoa! Jeff!
Just peel, they said. If we're going to peel, just peel.
I don't want to be calling that.
Would have been thin, eh?
Here you go, Matty.
Well, that's a nice looking necklace, isn't it? Yellow, red, yellow, red. And that last one belongs to Ontario. They lead 4-3. Final stone coming up for Alberta and Kevin Cooey.
Well, the red-yellow-red combo that you see are the freezes thrown by Glenn Howard, then Kevin Cooey and Glenn Howard. So no opportunity to bounce off for a chance for two.
Good.
This is the draw for the single.
Needs a bite of the forefoot to tie it and force the extra. Kevin Cooey, the two-time champion, won as a rookie back in 2010. Went on to win the World Championship that year, and then in 14, a winner again, and then, of course, the team really falling apart as they played in Beijing. Oh, this is a big carry now. Kennedy's out with Lang and Hebert. Got to get to the four. Little more, yes!
Oh, you thank your brushers.
Lang, Hebert, carry it. They're going one more.
Turn you prefer, I think.
Great recovery by Matt. I don't think this is going anywhere, this Yellowstone.
Yeah, just a hair low, Mark. Which turn do you like? Hair low must be in. In? Yeah. Okay, nice and hard.
If anybody can throw this hard enough, it's Bam Bam here. And if it gets it, like Brad says, a little low, if it caroms off the right-hand one and hit the top one enough, it might slide right through.
With enough weight, I don't see this
Brett.
for me.
Hard, Brett. Hard, Brett.
Gallant.
Hard. Oh.
Bang. Oh, and he'll squeeze it through. And they'll sit two.
Great shot, Mark.
I couldn't throw enough to get it through.
He made it easy.
Not.
Just these rocks are so lively. The key was when he hits this right-hand red, the yellow caroms off the top of the red, and that one there, and that's what allowed it to go through that port.
Shot, Mark.
Back in. Room, guys. Room. 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 Danny's in. Room. Yep. Yep. Hard, Danny. Hard. Hard as you get it. Hard as you get it. Go, Danny. Go, 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 go. Go, Danny. Go, 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 go. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Good sweep, guys.
Good sweep, guys.
Shot, Beach. Attaboy.
Deep they go.
Watch the shooter, Jeff. Yeah.
Tried to get as much separation, so this run was a little tougher.
And the worry about the shooter is why, Cheryl?
I don't want to leave anything for Manitoba to try and bury around again.
Yep, yep. Hard.
Again,
Hard.
Gallant.
Hard, shooter, shooter, shooter.
And he'll get that run back and roll that shooter away.
Attaboy.
Very nice.
Shoot, Mark.
Really good awareness by the sweepers.
He threw it first one really nice. Just set it a fraction. That's why I got Brett on there. I think if you had 3/4 of that, Mark, I think you could have got it. 3/4 low, I think it goes.
Nova Scotia line 3 with down 2.
Freeze is there, but it's got to be absolutely perfect.
Even if you do make it, unless it's on the low side, Brad can play that short raise that Mark left him.
Hair heavy right now, Matty. Did he?
Room. Lots of room. Lots of room. Can't.
Line's good. Line's okay. How much?
Yep, it's coming down.
Hard. 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 Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. 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 Go.
Come on.
Okay.
Weight was gold. Weight was
The
gold.
weight was perfect.
Just lost it. All the inside out shots are curling just a hair more, and that's all it took there.
I like the nose.
And we haven't seen a lot this way inside out either.
Whatever one you like. I think the half rock might be a better result, but.
Well, the Territories lead by 2, Kathy, as they play 10, but it is Nova Scotia that has the last rock, and they are setting up here for a big comeback. This is the final stone of the end for Yellowknife's Jamie Cooey.
Well, Jamie was trying to remove a stone that was half buried around a corner guard, and he made contact with it, but he didn't move it out of play. and rolled over, and a lovely double by Jamie Murphy to lie 3. This is now the freeze to try to hold Nova Scotia to 2.
Hard, guys! Hard, you gotta go! Hard, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep
Boy,
going.
they can't over curl here.
Yes, hard! Whoa! Jeff!
Come on, Jimmy.
So you watch Brad Gushue, and he'll angle it back and hold it to still sit 2.
You even just move it an inch.
So you touch this back, Kathy, and you pick up 3.
You do.
Just an inch.
Huge switch in this game that has been really controlled by Cooey.
You gotta tap it, but
Free shot.
Yeah.
What's the house?
Partly underneath cover there, though. It's not an easy shot for Nova Scotia.
Like that ice. Similar to what you just threw. Back line.
You had a little more for me?
Did I have you on this side of the line?
I thought it was close to center. I'm gonna have to tap
Yeah,
it a bit.
looks good.
To put themselves in the field of 12.
We're trying to not freeze her.
Jamie Murphy, Mayflower. Here comes that corner guard. Got to get it by that corner guard. Touch it over, and they're going to rub and roll, and they're going to hand it to Northwest Territories. Jamie Cooey will pick up one more. Make the final 7-4, and Cooey is on to the main draw. Mike McEwen,
Weight's good.
his first.
That's the curl. That's the curl, Danny. That's the curl. Danny. Hard, Danny.
Well, trying just a little tap on this.
Hard. Hard.
Ah,
Over curl.
good try, guys.
A little bit more weight, too.
Yeah, need another inch and a half, and that redirects. But now Bradkin knows this. It'll go off the top
line
of
at the
the
end.
left-hand red to win this game. All that'll be left for Mike is that single.
Heel.
Yep. Gotta go, Brett. Hard, Brett.
He'll land
Hard, you
again.
gotta go. Hard, Brett.
All the way out of his hand. Oh, and they'll squeeze it. Oh, touched them all, and he got that little bounce and forced it out the side.
That was a little closer, I think, than he wanted.
No kidding. Oh, Mark Nickel made an unbelievable thread the needle through the 3 reds there.
That was a brilliant shot. Yeah, really unfortunate with the burnt stone or the hog line violation.
A lot of noise here from Mike McEwen. He cannot be used to that.
Pumped it a bit.
The crowd responding to Nova Scotia as they leave the ice. They will not be in the main field. Jamie Cooey's win puts the Territories in.
Really gotta go, guys. Hey, good shot. Good see you guys.
Good sweep, and look at Denny Neufeld staying right with it, Skipper. We'll get it to the button if we need it later. They just may. They pick up the single. We're going one more here on a Saturday afternoon.
The 2016 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada. The 2016 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Home Hardware, homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice. By Cashmere Bathroom Tissue, nothing feels like cashmere. And by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures.
It's the Tim Hortons Brier 87th edition. And our opening draw coverage will go to an extra end, Newfoundland Labrador. And Manitoba tied at 4. And it is the team from the Ballyhaley Country Club in St. John, skipped by Brad Gushue. And we'll have Last Rock. They have the Hammer playing the Redstones.
Same weight, don't just pass halfway, right? Same weight with this rock. Well,
Jeff tried the tick, but ended up leaving center guard.
why don't we put this on the center?
Just curled up on them at the end, so opportunity to throw another guard up for Manitoba.
Room right now,
good.
guys. Room. Just pass halfway.
Clean?
Maybe a little
Clean
heavy.
it.
Weight's good.
Clean.
Clean it.
Clean.
Jeff, if this
Pass
is
halfway.
buried, Jeff can
Pretty
peel
tight,
his
Matt.
own
Yep.
inside the free guard zone.
Yep.
That's,
Go, Matt.
you don't see it very often. It's because you missed the first one, but it gives him a chance.
Go. Get it buried. Good. Shot.
Well, as you check the game story, was Manitoba up 3-2 at the break after that steal of 1, but Newfoundland and Labrador on Gushue, big deuce to retake the lead. Then they blanked it out. Yes, that hog line violation held Manitoba to just a single, and so that's how we come to this, a 4-4 tie, and it's outstanding numbers for both the teams. All the numbers are in the 90% range. The game story brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada.
It's been Newfoundland and Labrador's ability to force. That's really been the key. And then when they get the hammer back, they make sure they get their deuce.
Get over, Beach.
Yeah,
me too. How's mine, Matt?
Just cleaning it, a little heavy.
Over curling, if anything.
Beej, you're in. Beej, it's going sideways.
Get it a little deeper in case he peels, straight peels the other one?
Yeah, keep going.
Oh, they lost the line on that one. That took off on them.
Okay. I made a move, eh?
Yeah.
You just...
Hard. Whoa, easy. Clean it. Clean. Marco, go, Mark. Good.
Show him a sliver. Show him a quarter or something.
And what you can do for Manitoba, you have to kind of get 3/4 as buried and hope they run the top one, and then you do it again and you start to squeak it towards the center line. So there's nothing usable right now for Manitoba.
Okay, whoa. Make it good then.
Whoa. Let it work.
T-line. T-line. Danny, go.
Go ahead.
A little bit picked.
Pops out. And you can see that scratch in the ice. There it is.
There's no hair out here, so that's definitely something pretty, a pebble, sand.
Mark. Whoa. Jeff, go. Good. Okay. Probably shouldn't have tried that, but
Feather ticket into the...
Yeah, I know. Shot.
Try and set up some sort of a jam on the center line. Yeah.
I'm not winning with
I guess.
right now.
We gotta go pretty high. Right now, the best we're getting is just here.
And then we're going, if he peels and we're going top.
Same thing over here, I guess.
4-foot, right? 3 runs and doubles.
That's the only hope.
Yeah, that
you want to be
makes
about
sense.
halfway.
What they're hoping here is put it in the middle. It forces Team Gushue to run it through the middle or run it into a yellow one, which might kick it back towards the center line.
It's really all you have.
Yep.
Halfway, Matty.
Yeah. You got room.
In a 4-4 tie, Ontario and Alberta have also gone to an extra Kathy, it is Ontario that does have the last rock, playing the Red Stones. They're sitting 1-2. Final stone coming up here for Kevin Cooey.
Well, that stone in the top 12 foot, that was Kevin's first. There was a guard up front. Glenn Howard just elected to remove that, and so Kevin will use the stone that is in the 12 foot as a guard and bury behind it. That's the call.
I think so. And then if he makes it, then we just draw around that.
Yeah.
Interesting, Kathy, as you've watched this game, going with this turn rather than the out turn.
Yeah, it is a little bit interesting. He threw the other one on his first. Maybe that he wants to force Glenn to play the in turn if he has to, if he shows him a piece.
Right here.
Brent Lang, Van Hebert on the brush as we watch Mark Nichols, and he'll drag it, boy, to the
pretty nice
T-line edge of the button.
I didn't know who you were calling on to sweep that.
Manitoba got the jam they were hoping for.
Let's give him a run at it.
I think you're putting it here now.
Now, would you risk the run for Ontario, or do you draw here, Kathy?
Well, it's interesting. One of the other reasons that they may have been forcing the draw is down that center path. They're not sure yet if it's going to break down a little bit. It would be the slowest part of the ice right now.
We got to go a little tighter, right?
And it looks like he will play the draw.
Okay, buddy.
So again, this is a timeout being called by Manitoba as Ontario gets ready to throw their last. Again, if you're not familiar with the story, Ontario, about a week or so prior to their provincials,
But they won't get across.
Wayne Madaw, who is here as their coach, and usually through the third
We're going there
stones,
twice.
broke his leg skiing. It forced Richard Hart to move up to third, where he's been comfortable and played before, but they've brought in Adam Spencer. Scott Howard throws the lead stones out of the St. George's Golf and Country Club in Toronto against Alberta, and Kevin Cooey out of the Glencoe Club in Calgary, and he needs the button.
Gotta go.
So Spencer is on the left, Scott Howard is on the right. You hear Richard Hart saying line is good. Needs the button. Needs this lid here. Needs to get it to the button. A little bit more for the win. And there it is. Make the final 5-4. Ontario picks up the win over Alberta. And now one game remains on the ice.
Great rushing and judging by Adam and Scott. It was loud in here, you couldn't hear anything.
BJ Neufeld.
Nice.
It's one of the reasons we said that this field is being considered one of the best ever. With the first-time appearance by Mike McEwen and the return of Glenn Howard as Ontario champion.
Good. Great sweep, guys.
Shot, Beach.
And we welcome those of you who have been watching Ontario and Alberta, that dramatic last rock draw for the win by Ontario. As we are in the extra end of Newfoundland Labrador against Manitoba in a 4-4 tie. Newfoundland Labrador, Brad Gushue does have the last rock.
Yeah, maybe a shade tighter.
You don't want to get
Newfoundland
over here.
Labrador grabbed the lead 4-3 after 6. There was blank in 7, 8, and 9. In 10, a hog line violation on Manitoba second Matt Wozniak. And Manitoba could only get their single. And so that's how we're into this extra of a 4-4 tie.
Yeah, just Matt kind of just ticked it on the way by as he let it go the second time, and he ended up making a perfect freeze, which might have led to the deuce to win the game. And now they need some help.
No more.
Trying one more center line guard here on Mike's first.
In a game where both teams are curling in the 90%, both skips are above 90. Although Brad Gushue admits he hasn't had his draw weight.
Line's good. Halfway.
Halfway at best, eh?
Pass the curl bit. Pass the curl.
Weight's good.
Close. Pass the curl, guys. You got to go hard. Really hard, Denny. Hard, 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 hard. Hard, Denny. Hard. Go, 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 go.
Okay, good. Shot, Mike. Yeah, as soon as you have to sweep it, it just pulls it out.
Yeah.
I'm always going to have the button.
Not really carrying
Right?
great in that.
What's that?
Just go there.
Sure.
I haven't thrown many draws. I wouldn't mind throwing a draw.
Okay. Don't mind that either.
Well, that's planning.
It is. Once he knows he's going to be forced to draw in his last one. So if you have been, as we said, struggling a little bit with your draw weight, opportunity to throw one here.
Leave him to hit and roll.
Yeah, he might tap it. I don't even mind there. Leave him to roll. I just played the draw. We played there.
I was going to say, I think I like right here.
I like here better than there. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like right there is ideal.
I think. And the other thing is, I don't mind this either.
Yeah. I like your call, Mark.
Okay.
I'd like to throw a draw here now.
I like that.
I haven't thrown many draws. So.
Just bite the button.
Speed the same. Speed's pretty well the same as it's been.
Coming down. Far, I think it'll be good.
Foot or two? Yeah, okay. I agree.
Good comment there. It's only come down a foot or two. Brad's going a little wider than the path to the button. Could be a shade slower on his next one if he has to throw it, but that's a great ice service by Dave Merkler and team. If you're into end number 11, 2 practices, and it's only slowed down a foot or two.
This will be just his 6th draw.
Yeah, I think it's nice out here.
Curling
too.
80%
Nice stuff.
on those draws.
Yeah, he hasn't been off by much. And one, he thought he had something underneath it, and the brushers jumped it. So good to get a feel here.
In fact, that was the 5th when he overthrew 2 of them, right?
Weight's good.
Weight's good, Mark. Weight's good. Don't like
Line
loss.
should be okay.
Line's fine. Don't worry about
Go
line.
forward. Biting T.
Don't need it.
Hold that.
Don't need it. Line's good.
Line's good.
All yours, guys. Line's good.
Over there.
Right
there.
Right there. Jeff's in.
Jeff's in.
Jeff's in.
Here. Now
Just full
behind
4,
the
guys. Full. Good spot.
Ah, good shot.
Nice weight,
Good shot.
To the top edge of the 4.
This team has improved so much at their judgment. It's just incredible.
Well, it's either that or we flip outside.
That's the best shot.
I think we roll right here. Yeah, I think so.
Just a reminder, Sports Center is ready to go as soon as we are done here in Ottawa.
Yeah, me too. We're right about there. Is that close?
It should be close, Mike.
Yep. Let's go.
You can tuck a little bit with this roll and make the draw for Brad a little tougher. Roll behind the corner guard, you'll still be a little bit in the forefoot.
All right, Mikey, here we go.
Bumper.
Okay.
Be pretty aggressive with the roll.
Get it half buried.
He rolls it all.
Bump.
Weight's good.
Mike McEwen.
Matt.
And his last.
Matt. Hard Matt.
Gotta go, Matt.
Hard Matt.
Matt Wozniak.
No. Yeah, no.
Oh.
Jeez.
Now having a look. Hit it on the nose for the win.
Jeez.
Solid hack.
Nose is good.
This game touted to be a battle of 2 of the contenders.
Gotta hit it on the nose or hair on the inside.
Sure. Mike McEwen, although rookie,
Heavy hack? I'm thinking hack, the heavy hack, yeah. I like that.
leading on the tour for the last 6 years, coming in this year at number 3. Having played so well, losing that Canada Cup final.
Heavy hack.
Heavy hack.
100% so far on his hits. Final
Hard,
stone.
Brett. Gotta go. Hard, Brett.
Needs to hold this. Brett Gallant can start this. Now trying to hold this. And they did a great job to pick up the win. Jeff Walker, Brett Gallant make the final 5-4. Boy, it wasn't as easy as maybe he thought it should be. Got it started. Did they hold it? Yes, they did. So that completes this opening draw tonight. Northern Ontario against Saskatchewan. You'll see that on 1 and 3. On 4 and 5, Brian and David will have PEI BC 7:30 Eastern time when we talk with you again.
Go ahead, Jeff.
We are expecting a wonderful week here in Ottawa with this field and the Tim Hortons Brier here on Canada's sports leader. TSN Sports Center is next.